Congratulations to Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson won Sportswoman of the Year. I feel like BET made a good decision. Angel Reese already won. So I think that it's dope that Asia Wilson won Sportswoman of the Year. When y'all come in, can y'all please tell me how to spell her name correctly, Asia Wilson? I gotta talk to y'all about some stuff. I really do. One thing I know that the BET Awards is going on, but I'm probably gonna monitor the awards while we live. So I need somebody to be on Remy duty. I need somebody to be on Remy duty. And hey, sis, let's watch it. Let's watch together. Okay. What's up, sis? Let's watch together. I don't know how many of us gonna be in here because some people might really actually like be watching the BET Awards and they can't wait to see it. It's not 2007. I'm not like that no more about the BET Awards. But but I did wait to find out who the sportswoman of the year was, and I'm glad to know that it was Asia Wilson. And I guess at the last minute, Clarissa decided not to pay for her award because if she would have won, I definitely would have thought she did a Diddy. Y'all know how Diddy do. Diddy will buy an accolade real quick. Okay, he told what it was, it Dirty Money. He told him we gonna win this award and then we gonna stop. We gonna break up. We gonna win this award right quick and then we done. We ain't gonna do no more work together. Well, how do you know, sir? Then they told him on the Breakfast Club that he paid for Carisha Award and he did not deny it. So I am glad to know that Asia Wilson won. Hey, Sin, for Sai. I think you say Sai and Mommy. I know you told me before. I'm just say Sai because I know you told me before. But shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. I need to talk to y'all. Today is the day that I'm gonna tell y'all. Okay, today's the day that I'm gonna tell y'all. But I want y'all to know this right now. I am already prepared for what the naysayers or people who don't like what I do or people who, have I'm already prepared for what they're going to say. So it's not going to bother me. I'm going to tell you this right now. What I'm about to tell y'all, I had to literally, it, when I tell you, you'll understand the toll that it took and what it has been taking on me. And I'm hoping that I can get a grip and catch my life before, everything. But I want to say this. Um, Life happens to everybody and things are not like people are gonna go through their things. The difference between me and somebody like a Krishan or a Clarissa is I don't want to hide it. You know what I mean? I don't want to hide what's going on. I don't want to give y'all no facade and make y'all think that I'm living a life that I'm not living. I don't want to be fake about it. I'm really, really, really praying that y'all can see the glory of God through the trials and tribulations that I go through. I'm really praying that y'all can see who God is through watching my channel because y'all seen it. Y'all seen me go through so much. You know what I mean? Y'all seen me go through so much and y'all seen me come back and shake back from that. And it's not easy, but it's not going to make me stop. And it's also not going to make me not tell anybody either. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell y'all. Like, y'all just ain't going to believe this. But after I tell y'all, we going to get into the show, y'all. When records is not what y'all think. Ruben Branson is an LPN. He not even a real exec, man. Remember I told y'all I was waiting for Nala Says? Well, she said it. She said it, and we got to get into that. We got to get into the fact that Ruben Branson, when she signed that deal, she had more money than them. So I'm going to tell y'all what I got to tell y'all about what happened and what's going on with me. But I'm also still going to do the show. So we're gonna get the sad stuff out of the way first, and try to figure it out from here. And I'm hoping that I'm hoping that Y'all can help me figure out how to hold on, y'all. I literally I've been with right at home for 2 years. Okay, I've been with him for 2 years, and I've been through so much with them. And I called on Monday to let the HR person know that like they really cut my hours and played with my hours last week. If I don't work 60 or 70 hours this week, then my life is probably gonna fall apart. Like I'm probably gonna lose everything. And do you know what she told me? She said, "Oh, I've been meaning to call you. I forgot to tell you I gotta terminate you." How is that okay? How is that okay? How is that okay? No real reason. I don't have no write-ups. And I literally had to find out after that that in the state that I live in, you don't have to have a reason to fire anybody. There is no such thing as wrongful termination and all that. You don't have to have a reason to fire anybody. So I literally, man, oh my God. Like even me saying this to y'all right now is bringing the reality. Y'all, I don't know what to like. I am so. This is what I was telling y'all, and I was upset about it for like a day or two, but then I started getting up, and I was like, I gotta go to the Department of Labor. I gotta do something, and so I gotta go back there tomorrow morning. I don't even got the gas to go there, and then not only that, but my light bill, I don't know if it's because it's the summer or what, but I keep everything off. I try to unplug, keep everything unplugged and everything, but that's crazy. You understand what I'm saying? It still even calling my phone. My car payment. I asked them last Monday. I was like, can I just give y'all $100 and then I give y'all another 100 on Friday. Friday done came and went. I ain't got it. They been calling me. And I had that car for a year. And I'm almost done. I'm like, I got 2 more years left. Like, I don't want to be like, what the fuck, bro? That shit just really, and then it just really blew me because they let me work. Like I was still working. Like, how long did you know you wanted to do this? Y'all just let me work because y'all needed somebody and y'all didn't have nobody. And I can't tell y'all the other part of it that make it just so much more messed up. I can't say that part right now. That's the part that I can't say right now. But I can tell you this. I can tell you 100%, y'all, it was nothing that I did. I can tell y'all straight up that I did not deserve this. And the person who had to do that, she even feel like I did not deserve it. It was hard for her to tell me. She couldn't even. She was like, "I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but that's what they telling me I gotta do." Da 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 da. Da. And she didn't even want to be doing it. I don't have nobody. I don't have like like sometimes a person might be able to go to their parents in a time like this and say, "Listen, I need y'all to take care of my bills for 1 month so I can find another job and get on my feet." If I find another job and I start working tomorrow, I'm still fucked because I still got the first. I don't want to tell the lady that's the landlord. I don't want to tell her that I lost my job. She might. If I'm late for 2 days, she might go ahead and go try to start an eviction or some shit. She might give up on me. You understand what I'm saying? So like this is real life, and I don't give a fuck about what nobody got to say, because while I was sitting at the Department of Justice, another girl came in behind me with the same shit. She was crying just like I was. So it ain't no. This is some economy shit. This some real people, real life shit. If you don't work a 9 to 5, if you're not in the workforce, if you are a celebrity, if you are somebody who really make money on here, I don't want to hear that shit. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand, because my patients love me, y'all. My patients freaking love me. I have not even been able to go tell them bye yet. I haven't even been able to go do it because I don't want to cry. I'm tired of crying. I am tired of crying. I am so tired of crying. And that's why let me say this too. Let me say this, because this happened. I haven't even been able to tell my kids or nothing. This is the first time I'm saying this out loud to anybody, because I couldn't. Like, bro, when you work this hard, bro, and you can wake up in the morning and somebody can say, oh, because even if I do get assistance or anything like that, it still won't be in time. It won't be in time. It won't be in time. Whatever I'm going to go and try, I don't have no gas, but I gotta go and try to go and figure some shit out. I cannot just lay down and take this. And this what I mean when I say, I told y'all last week that if you find yourself at a place that's familiar, or that at a place that you were at, that you need to think about that and do something different. And I know the last time I was faced with an obstacle or adversity, I quit and I just let everything go. Like I let it go. And I don't want to do that this time. I don't want to. I don't have that type of support to have like something like this happen in my life. People around me, they don't, the people that was around me, they are gonna be so fucking happy. You understand? I don't have nobody that really, like, family or whatever, that really wanna like see me do great. Like, I don't. And I don't care what nobody say. That's not no bash or nothing like that. That's me telling y'all why I kept it. I don't have, I can't talk to nobody. And I normally would talk to Holy Ghost girl about this. But she got her own stuff going on. And I can't worry her with this. Cause she got a big thing she got going on in her life. I don't want everything. I'm like, bro, if I would have never called, when was you gonna tell me this? Because I noticed that couldn't get in, my login wasn't working, but I was still going to work, and I was just calling the office to clock in. I was like, I don't know what's going on with my login, but can you clock me in? Okay, yeah, sure, Alexis. When I stabbed my hand by mistake, I called because they didn't want me to. The people at the hospital, they didn't want me to go to work at all. But I was gonna still go to work. I was like, I might just be, whatever. So when I called my job to let them know what happened and that I might be a little bit late, they was like, oh, you're not even on the schedule to work with this patient tonight. And then I said, who took me off of my schedule? I've been had that patient for over a year almost. Um, and she was like, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. God is working for you. You go in Sunday, not Saturday. You go in Sunday." So I'm like, okay, you know what? I don't feel good. I've been at the hospital all night. Let me just rest and let my hand heal, because that it really hurted. We got a lot of nerves and stuff in our hand. My hand still hurts. But I said, okay. She was like, yes, God's work for you, so don't worry about it. So I'm like, all right, boom. I go to work Sunday, work the whole 12 hours. I get off and I'm thinking like, well, at least now I might be able to get some overtime, right? Because the pay period has started again. So I got 12 hours on the board already right now. So maybe I can get 50 or 60 hours, get my little overtime, and I might be able to pay my rent and shit, everything that I need to do. Just for me to call and for her to tell me she forgot that she been trying to call me that she had to terminate me. I'm trying not to get too upset because I've been having chest pain and I don't want to get too upset. So I'm trying to not get too upset. But y'all, when I tell y'all, like right now, I need a friend. I need somebody to help me figure out what I need to fill out, what I need to apply for, what I need to do. I feel weak right now. I feel weak as hell right now. I need somebody to help me to navigate through this so I don't lose everything. I don't want to. I don't want to sit back and let everything just go to shit. But here in America, this is what life is. There are hundreds of thousands of people becoming homeless. This is what the fuck is going on down here. This is what's going on. And I don't want to be one of them. I don't. I don't. I've been doing everything on my own, paying all my bills on my own. And the last 2 months been a real struggle because they've been playing with my hours at my job. They've been acting funny and shit. And it went from me damn near kissing ass to make sure that I keep the hours that I got and that I can get extra hours to now nothing at all. Nothing. And this is not the end of this story. This is just what's happening right now. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell y'all like everything right now. The only thing I can tell y'all right now is that when I was coming on here, I was stressed. When I was coming on here, putting up my cash up, asking y'all to help me. Like, y'all don't understand. I wish that I had like $3,000 to $5,000 tucked away somewhere that I could pull out right now so that I can reset and go to another job and just keep going. You know what I mean? If I had that, I would be good. I literally told Tara, I was like, Tara, I want to start. Can you do me a GoFundMe or something? Like, I don't want to sit back and just let this happen. Like, I'm literally, when I wake up, ever since this happened, right? When I wake up, I go through a depression for most of the day. And what I mean by that is it's not like a depression, but it's anxiety. It's like, what am I gonna do? What can I do? What can I do? Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? And everything is a process. And then I asked for my separation notice, and they said they don't give out separation notices. They said they don't give those. So how the fuck am I supposed to go and tell how am I if I need to apply for food stamps? How am I gonna show them that I'm not working no more and I done been working this job for 2 fucking years with my mouth? They don't work like that. They're gonna want to see a separation notice. We don't give those out. I mean, we can tell them you're not with us no more. No, they need to know that y'all fired me. That's what they need to know. And the reason why, because there is no good reason. There's no y'all, y'all. I cannot wait to tell y'all the rest of that. I cannot wait to tell y'all the rest of that. When y'all just not gonna believe it. Y'all gonna be like, oh my God. Like y'all gonna believe it, but it's just like so messed up. It's so messed up. And I'm wondering, is this designed for me to quit? Because ooh. Damn near, damn near I want to. But I can't let that happen again. But I don't I'm scared to tell anybody because if I tell the person, the apartment manager, what happened, she might just be like, oh, she ain't got no job, so I might as well go ahead and get her up out of here. I don't want that. I don't want her to know that. I don't want nobody to know that. But I literally, in order for me, another thing is, hold on, y'all. I need a minute. Hold on, y'all. Lord, please let my body be working under the order in Jesus' name. If I, you know, this is really hard. Um, I still owe them $100 for my car. I don't want them to turn my car off, but I don't have it. Um, my light bill, y'all know that my lights is like pay as you go lights. So you load money on there. And when the money goes off, the power goes off until you load money back on there. You understand? So that's something. It's almost it's like daily pay pretty much. And that is not okay right now. You know, that is not okay right now. Xfinity calling me back to back to back to back. And I'm like, dang, I won't even be able to go live if I don't got no damn Wi-Fi. I'm like, dang, what am I gonna do? Like I even just from day to day, like the day to day living. What about that too? You know what I'm saying? Like when my money started getting real tight, I literally I would not eat out. I would not get DoorDash. I would not eat out. I would literally buy some turkey meat or buy turkey patties. My son dad, thank God, my son dad got my son. You know what I'm saying? And my oldest son, he worked at the mall. I'm so proud of him. But I literally would not eat out just to save money. You know what I'm saying? And try to save as much money on groceries as I can. Um, but I don't know what to do. And I am just so like, bro, we can't. Exactly. I don't know who said something to me about saving, but I damn sure wish I could. I wish I was in a position to save. I'm not a materialistic girl. I'm not a girl that got to have shit. So I want y'all to know this now. My money wasn't wasted on BS. When I got paid, my money went straight to that. I don't got new shoes. I wear motherfucking Crocs, girl. I'm a mother. I be damn. I be damn. I don't care about all of that stuff. I care about making sure that we got a place to go. I feel like making sure that my kids got a safe place. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, if something go on, somebody messing with them, they come home. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. I don't want. Oh my God, I don't want that to stop. I don't, and I won't be able. I can't even do DoorDash if I don't got no car. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because I was like, I'm gonna have to do DoorDash or something. Have anybody in the chat ever did DoorDash? If you have, can you please DM me? Anybody that makes money do in with a car, I need you to call me because we on the wire. Like I'm on the fucking wire, y'all. and I can't sit and just be depressed and let it happen. You know what I'm saying? I can't just let it happen. Y'all done seen it might be some people that might be new here that might not have seen or heard me going through things in my life before. But if you watch my channel, this is how I am. And I done been in a situation like this before and got myself back up. You understand? And I don't want to go through that again. I don't. I don't. I don't want to give up. I don't. It is hard though, y'all. It is really hard. I really want to do like a fucking, oh Lord, I need to do a fundraiser or something. I need, if I had, bro, if I had just my bills paid for 1 month, I would be able to get back right. I would be able to get back right. And I'm thinking like maybe I could do some type of credit. Maybe I could get a credit card or something and pay this shit with credit or something. Something. I got to do something, man. Because last week I gave, well, yeah, Monday I gave them 100. My last $100 went on my car. My cash app is currently overdrafted by $100 because I had to eat. I had to get put gas in the car to go downtown. You feel me? That's not cheap. Gas been going up like crazy. Y'all, the prices of shit is going up like crazy. All right, y'all. If you can help, I need you. If you can help, I need you. If you can help, I need you. That's all I'm gonna say. And I don't mean just help. If you can help financially, please do. But if you can help by getting on the phone with me and helping me figure out how to start DoorDash, how to apply for this. I heard about something called Lie Heap or something. How to do that for my license shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I just gotta get through this month. I gotta get through this month worth of bills. My car note is due. I'm in that 10-day time frame with my car note. That's $275 right there. I think they robbing me by even making me pay that. What do y'all pay for y'all car insurance? Is that normal? Yeah, if you can help me start a damn GoFundMe, if you can help me do anything, if you can help me start doing DoorDash or start doing something where I can make money by the day, if you can help me do something, please, because I need a shoulder to lean on right now, my nigga. I feel down and I am humbly asking my sisters to please help me because I don't have that type of support around me. I don't. I don't have nobody that like in family wise that I trust with my heart. You understand? I got my kids, but my kids don't deserve this type of my kids don't deserve that. This is not their problem. You understand? But I don't have nobody that I trust with my heart, in my family because I remember how they treated me when I was down. So I know that that's what it's gonna be, laughing and all of that shit. I'm not with that because when somebody else go through something, because it did happen, I didn't laugh. I didn't think it was funny or nothing like that. I prayed for them and wish them the best. You know what I'm saying? So I don't trust nobody. Y'all are the first time that I am saying this out loud. I am saying this to y'all. I'm saying this to y'all. When I wake up in the morning, when I wake up in the morning, I hope that I'm still gonna have electricity. I'm hoping that I'm gonna have gas to be able to go downtown to do what I need to do. I don't really be worried about food. Like I told y'all, I eat because I have to in order to live. But I got some turkey burgers. I'll eat a turkey burger or two tonight. I'll eat a turkey burger or two tomorrow. But I'm gonna apply for food stamps tomorrow. I need to go down there so that way maybe I can get an appointment that day. You know what I'm saying? And get that relief. That would be really great. That's the one of the first things I think I need to do. See what I'm saying? Just call me or either in another live or something. Let me give y'all my information so that y'all can reach out to me because I'm praying to God that this reach somebody that can help me in some way. And I'm talking about in any way. I'm talking about cash app way. I'm talking about resources way. I'm talking about uh 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 how to start this or do this and you know what I'm saying? That way I need all of that and I hope they don't play me, but my last check ain't gonna be nothing. You know what I'm saying? When I get my last check is not gonna be much at all because see, I got off work Monday morning at 7 a.m. I worked Sunday from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. and I got off Monday morning at 7 a.m. And I'm like, y'all didn't even give me a chance to put no money on my last check or nothing. I was calling her to get more hours, and she told me that. And I'm like, when was you gonna tell me? And then wait till y'all get hear the rest of it. Because the reasoning, when I told her what it was, she was like, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know. I'm gonna tell him so that maybe he can call you. And then I don't leave me on no cliffhanger like that. Let me know what's up. Don't leave me on no cliffhanger because you can't do nothing with that. You can't do nothing with I might be fired and then they ain't answering the phone. No, don't leave me on no cliffhanger. Tell me what's up. All the man, y'all. When I go to my patients, I barely be sitting down. I be on my feet all day. I be on my feet all day, y'all. There's some caregivers. They'll go to a patient and they'll half wash their ass. They'll halfway do stuff. I don't. My patients love me. My patients love me because I put them first. That's what I'm there for. I'm not there to put myself first. I'm there to put them first. So I know that my patients is like, wait a minute, what? What happened? There have been times where they tried to take hours away from me and they couldn't because my patients would be like, no, where is Alexis? We don't know. We don't want nobody else. We don't want another nurse. You know what I mean? I pray to God that I pray to God that I can just get some relief so that I can have room to reset from this. I've been working there for 2 years. This was like a really big hit. Okay. This was like a really big hit. Well, thank you, because anything will help. If they cut my lights off in the morning, at least I can call them and give them put $20 on it to get it back on. Every day that I can though, I'm gonna go live every day. I am, whether it's for an hour or 2 hours I'm gonna go live because what people don't understand is they might think that YouTube ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? Because I really don't get paid, you know what I'm saying, from YouTube. I wish I did. But you never know when that one video might be the video that changed your life. You understand what I'm saying? Also, not only that, I love y'all. And I know that it's people out there that I have spoke to, whether it's in the chat, whether it's in the emails or whatever, but it's people that care about me. I met Holy Ghost girl through this channel. So I know that it's people that care about me, that watch my video, and that know that my heart is good, and that know that I am not a bad person, and that know that I don't deserve this. I done came a long way in my life from a lot of things, and I don't deserve this. And I told y'all how I felt, because I got to deal with going to God about this and asking God, like, what's up? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? And I got to really examine this and make sure I don't do the same thing. And I know what I did last time was I gave up. I gave up. I did. And I was miserable. That almost took me out, y'all. I'm talking about fighting thoughts in my mind and everything about giving up on life and everything. That almost took me out. So I don't want to go back there. I don't want to go back to that place. I don't. If I had to, if I just, I wish that I had something to say because I wouldn't even this wouldn't even be an announcement. If I had something, if I had a cushion or something like that, this wouldn't be nothing. I would be telling y'all they let me go, but I'm about to do X, Y, and Z and then get me another job. I wouldn't be stressed about it. But in the climate that we live in today, we are literally 1 to 2 weeks away from everything being over. And if you can't understand that, you can't understand that. That's not is then you just can't understand it. But it's more of us than it is of y'all. It's more of us. It's more of us that live day to day, paycheck to paycheck. It's more of us. And there cannot be rich people without us. That's why I come on here and I do my YouTube because I don't want to be in that world forever. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to do a lot with my channel and with my platform in a positive way. I'm not just saying this today. I've been saying this. Everything that I'm saying about what I want to do with my channel, I've been saying it. I say it when things are going good. I say it when things are going bad. I say it all the time. So I'm saying that because I want y'all to know I'm not I'm not saying certain things now because things are going this way in my life. No, I've always been like this, always been saying this. That I want to do great things with my channel. I want to help people that are in this exact position I am in, where I have learned so much from life. I have changed my life for the better, but I do not have a support system. I only got God. I only got faith. And I had to, in order for me to even be able to do better, I had to literally get away from everybody. I had to literally get away from everybody in order for me to catch my grip and find my footing in life. I had to get away from everybody. And I had to, my kids was my center focus. And that's how I pulled myself up out that hole. If y'all don't remember, before I got this apartment. Y'all remember what I was telling y'all and what I was going through. I'm not going to say it over again because my job is to protect my kids. But the whole reason why I got this apartment was because of my kids. That's my motivation. That is my motivation, y'all. That's my everything. And y'all know that. That's why I say what I'm saying because I don't have to worry about people saying, well, she's not saying the truth about it. No, it's still on here. It's still in here. It's still in here. Right now, we're gonna have a reset because we need to talk. Now that I have told y'all what I have told y'all, if you can help in any way, I would greatly appreciate it. Even if you know a way for me to be able to do a DoorDash or a Walmart Spark. If y'all ever did that before, hit me in my DM. Let me know how I can start doing that. Y'all know how I am. You know what I'm saying? I wear readers. And my readers, they still don't give me the best vision. They just make it a little bit better. So I hate having to fill out applications and do things on the computer. If you are somebody that is good at that, call me, hit me up, DM me so that we can talk, so that we can get on the Zoom call, so that we can get the filling shit out, doing whatever I need to do, y'all. I don't want to give up. I don't want to give up. And it's been a long weekend. It's been a long weekend. And I got anxiety because everybody gonna be open back up tomorrow, so they're gonna be calling me wondering where their money at. They're gonna be calling me wondering where their money at, and I don't know what to tell them. If I tell them that I lost my job, they might just try to come get my car. Then I really won't be able to make no money. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, one of the things that I do other than okay, sis, thank you. One of the things that I do other than be a home care nurse, I come on YouTube and I talk about things that are going on YouTube. Put a one in the chat if y'all ready to get to the topic and y'all ready to talk about the sad case that is going on with Clarissa. Like, she just don't understand, and I'm going to tell y'all how I can relate to this, so that she understands that we laugh and we kiki, but we have seen Clarissa plot what she was gonna put on the internet. Y'all saw what she plotted about Geisha 305. So I don't want to hear that about, oh well, you're talking about Clarissa and you got this going on. No, I'm talking about what's going on social media, and newsflash, Clarissa wants us to talk about her. We literally saw a message of her telling her friend what to post, how to post it, and what to say. Therefore, the things that she says, does, and posts are because she wants us to talk about her. She don't just be like me and just be posting her life, just being real and vulnerable with her people. She plans out everything. So she don't feel bad that we're talking about her. She wants us to do that. And what I want to do on my channel is I want to highlight some of the things that go on in our community that I think that we should not be teaching our young children to do. I think that it is not okay to, try to make a man that's married your man. And I think that it's real messed up that she in this deal with Win Records. And now the truth that came out about that man. Are y'all ready to talk about it? Because it's sad too. It's sad too. We're gonna bring the energy back up. That's right. And thank y'all for being understanding. See what I'm saying? Y'all are my family. That's why I call it Becoming Family, because y'all are my family. And I can feel y'all hugging me right now. Don't let me go, y'all. Don't let me go. Because if you can do your job better than everybody, you can do the best job, and people can love you, and your patients can love you, and you can still get fired in Georgia. You can still get fired in Georgia. Look it up. It's an at-will state. You don't have to have a reason. You don't have to have a reason. So somebody can literally lie on you, set you up, or either they could just say, we got too many people. We want to let somebody go. Well, we're going to let this person go. They can do whatever they want to do. And I think that is so messed up and not fair, because our lives is based on us going out there to get that money. Okay? I worked really hard for me to get my vacation time. You know what I mean? And I was going to take my sons to the beach before school started. And I was like, I got my vacation time. So at least I know I can take them for 2 to 3 days to the beach or something before school starts. I worked hard to get my vacation time. You know what I mean? And I want to know, how am I getting my last check, because I don't want to have to wait for it. It's probably gonna be $100, and I'm gonna need every penny of it. Now we are about to do a reset, right? And then we're gonna get into the topic. Okay? And like I promised y'all, we're gonna get into the topic, y'all. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And I hope that if Clarissa ever happens to see this video, I hope that beyond the show aspect of it, because this is a show. And my job is to come on here and talk to y'all about what's going on in a way that will make you laugh, that will make you comfortable, that will make you be able to just relax and learn. And this is what's going on. Okay? So if she sees this, I hope that through everything, she sees the bigger picture, because at the end of the day, this is still a sisterhood. And you, sister, you need our attention. You need, we're trying to tell you something. And if you're not going to listen, one of your peers will. It don't matter if it's just one person that say, you know what, he married. And I've been watching this and that go on with Clarissa Shields, and I don't want to look like that. You know what? One thing that happened when I was in high school that I am glad my mama, before I got in high school, middle school, my mama had me scared to death of being a hoe. My mama had me scared to death of being a hoe. And what I mean by that is sleeping with one person. I knew about the walk of shame and all of that before I got in middle school and high school. My mama would tell me about the girls at her school that used to do this and how they used to talk about them in the locker room and all of that. And I said, I don't know. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be talked about in the locker room. I don't want to be da 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 da. So guess what? I handled myself a certain way. And it was certain places that I didn't want to get involved in or caught in, because I didn't want nobody to be able to say I'm a hoe. I didn't want nobody to be able to lie on me. My mama taught me that you could be, if you in the closet with a boy and y'all just kissed or hugged, he can say he slept with you and people gonna believe it. My mama taught me that at a young age. You know how? By telling me the stories of other people, not her. So with us, what we saying and what we doing, even if Clarissa don't listen, somebody will. Somebody gonna listen. If we don't make it, if we don't make sure that it is not cool, if we sit back and sit idle and let people think that it is okay to covet, to try to take somebody's husband, to try to, do the things that she do, try to take somebody's identity, if we don't shame that behavior that Clarissa is doing, other people coming up behind her are going to think it's okay, and it's going to get worse. So I'm going to tell you right now, regardless of what, that ain't never stopped the point in what I'm doing on my show. Because if I felt like I was doing something bad, I wouldn't do it at all. Whether I'm going through something or whether I'm on top of the world, I'm still going to be the same girl. Period. So get ready, because Nala dropped her video and we're about to talk about it. Y'all ain't going to believe this. Y'all ain't going to believe this. Hold on. Let me go get myself together. Let me go get myself together. Put me some potato skins in the oven. Shout out to Nyla Shares. Oh, and I gotta ask y'all a question about remember what I told y'all about Papoose and Remy and that whole situation about her taking a charge? We're gonna talk about that too. All right. We now this video. Are y'all ready? Put a one in the chat if you're ready. Put a one in the chat if you're ready. And if y'all want to come up, tell me to drop the link. I might drop the link. I might drop the link today. All right, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Give me a minute. Hold up. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Y'all are not gonna believe this. Alrighty. Alrighty, let's get it. Let's get it. Not about me anymore. We'll talk more about me toward the end of the live. Get the lights up for me. Let's get into the video, y'all. Just wait.
Back with another video. Welcome back.
Look, why is it
The Blue Heart Gang, gang, gang. And if you're just getting here for the first time,
I can hear it?
go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
That's
Click
a
those
problem.
notification bells.
Hold up. Y'all can hear it, but I can't, so I gotta remove it real quick. Hold up. See, and the reason why I look grainy like this, I haven't even had the money to pay for StreamYard, y'all. StreamYard. This is the longest I done ever went since I had a channel without paying StreamYard. So my stream don't look all cheapish. Man, I'm tired. Boy. But this ain't about me no more. To the end of the live, we might talk more about me at the end of the live. But now we're gonna be focused on our subject so that we can learn from this. Okay? That's our point, to learn from this.
So that you can know every time
Why is it not playing? I gotta play it on something else. Hold up. Shout out to Nala says, girl, I've been waiting for this video. I'm so glad you dropped it, girl. Yes. All right, we over here. If y'all don't know, this is Nala says, okay? You see, I am subscribed, okay? I'm only gonna show y'all channels that are beasting. Do you hear me? Beasting. People doing a thing.
Welcome back to the Vibers, the Blue Heart Gang, gang, gang. And if you're just getting here,
Work, and I'm very grateful for
What is
our
going on?
friendship and business relationship. But today's really marks a groundbreaking moment in sport.
Wait a minute. There you go.
Boxing and women's sports.
All right, y'all. We're gonna start over. I can
It's your
hear
girl
it.
Nyla, and I'm back with another video.
Come on,
Welcome
Nyla.
back to the Vibers, the Blue Heart Gang, Gang, Gang. And if you're
Gang,
just
gang,
getting here for
gang,
the first
gang,
time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click those notification
Already
bells so
did.
that you can know every time I go live or when I
Already
do
did.
another upload. Because
Let's get it.
now we are in a relationship, and
Relationship.
yeah, we got to get into this bullshit.
Let's get into it.
Baby, it is all alleged, so please do your own research. But we need to get
We
into this
will.
mess.
That's
Do
another
you
thing.
guys actually
That's another thing, y'all. We are gonna fact check certain things live tonight. And I need somebody to have their eye on Remy. Y'all let me know when Remy go on now. At the BET Awards. Y'all let me know when Remy go on because I'm gonna try to sneak us in. I wanted to sneak us in the red carpet, but y'all seen what they did to the live last night, girl. I had to go edit some stuff out of it, girl. And y'all know how I am with editing. So it took me until today to have the video still be reposted now. But yeah, let's go, Nyla.
know who Clarissa Shields signed this deal with? Probably not. We need to get into it. I've been promising you guys this video. It took longer than necessary because I made some mistakes during editing and it was just a mess. Anyway, I'm back. I got the information and I hope you enjoy the video. Now let's get into this mess. When Clarissa Shields signed her $8 million deal, Sis ran to every platform declaring she had made history. She didn't just announce the deal, she toured around like a trophy, telling every mic, camera, and comment section that she had made history and secured the biggest bag women's boxing had ever witnessed. Now listen very closely because these are important moments to understand.
Seth Papoose has been the glue to make all this work, and I'm very grateful for our friendship and business relationship. But today's really marks a groundbreaking moment in sport of boxing and in women's sports. So we are proud to announce this partnership between Clarissa Shields, the GOAT, our company's leader promotions, and Win Records. This is the richest agreement in women's boxing history, including a minimum guarantee, as Clarissa has said, of $8 million across multiple fights in multiple years. But the significance of this deal isn't only in the dollar figure amount. It's the structure of the deal that makes this groundbreaking. But this is an elite collaboration between a generational talent, a world champion Clarissa Shields, a major record company in Win Records with significant cultural influence.
Okay, so what you heard him say was this was groundbreaking, that this was the largest payout across multiple years. All of this is going to be debunked in a few minutes, so I need you guys to remember and keep up with the information that I'm giving you. And please do not be in my comment section talking about somebody's hating just because we're putting the truth out there. And if you actually like or love or support Clarissa, I would think that you would want to know this information, but more importantly, you would want Clarissa to know. Because we got to break down the business of Win Records and who's behind it and who is or isn't funding it. And that's exactly what we're about to do. So be patient with me as I break all of this stuff down. And do me a favor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because now we are definitely in a relationship because you're just as invested as I am in being nosy. She framed it like women's boxing was some poverty-stricken corner of the sports world, and she was the first woman to ever escape the struggle and reach elite financial status. She literally had a lot of us out here thinking that a lot of these women boxers were broke, they didn't have money, and they were working for pennies. Her framing of professional sports when it came to women's boxing was that the men are always paid well and the women are paid bad. Her framing made it seem more like
Angela, thank you. Sorry, y'all, but I gotta say this. Angela, thank you. Thank you for sending me the gas money to go downtown and do what I need to do tomorrow. Thank you so much. I am so thankful for you, Angela. It means so much to me right now. At a time like this, it means so much to me, bro. Thank you, Angela. Angela, thank you. I can't stop saying thank you. Thank you. Because my back is against the wall and I'm so grateful. Now, as we learn what we are about to learn, and we probably talk about me at the end of the stream too. But as we learn what we are about to learn, y'all, I don't know if y'all saw this video or not, but y'all, when y'all find out what's going on, y'all are going to be stunned. Y'all are gonna be stunned. And I wonder because I looked after I saw this video last night, I looked to see if I saw Clarissa live again since the video. Because most of the time, after somebody put out a video with this much truth in it, she'll go and do something like Manic and she'll go live. But Papoose is around her right now. And I'm wondering if he is distracting her so that she don't even see this video. That's how serious it is. Keep on watching.
Women were being discriminated against financially in the boxing world, and she came through like the quote unquote GOAT and busted all those barriers for everyone. Now, let me be very clear. There is absolutely a pay disparity in sports. We see it with the WNBA compared to the NBA. We see it in women's boxing compared to men's boxing. We see it in corporate America,
All these
okay,
people
where
look.
male CEOs still out.
Now y'all see these men sitting around her. You see Papoose. You see Ruben, the man with the black shirt on, looking like he all works for all this money and stuff, right? Look at the way he stands, the way his body structure is. You'll think that he a certain type of man. Keep on watching.
Earn female CEOs. The gap is real, and it's a part of a much larger cultural issue tied to gender, power, and who society decides is worth the bigger check. But the way that Carissa, Salida, and Wynn framed her deal, you would have thought that women's boxing was some uniquely impoverished sport where female fighters were being treated like charity cases, and she was the first woman to ever ascend into this elite financial status. That is misleading. Because when people think of boxing, they don't think about the average fighter. They think about the fantasy version of boxing. They think Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather. They think $1 million purses, private jets, and these big ass arenas packed with celebrities. But that is not the reality for most boxers, whether they're a man or a woman. Most boxers are not touching that level of money. A lot of them have second jobs. For most of them, boxing is a passion and not a sustainable career. It's something that they love to do, but it's something that they have to sacrifice for because this is not something that's going to automatically make them rich. And that same dynamic applies to women's boxing. When people think of women's boxing, they think of the names at the top: Carissa, Amanda Serrano, Alicia, Katie Taylor, the big marquee names, the big ticket fighters. Those are the ones with visibility. But there are countless women in boxing who will never reach that elite financial tier, just like there are countless men in boxing who will never reach it either. So yeah, there is a gender pay gap, absolutely. But there is also a massive gap between the average boxer and rare few who become stars. Carissa's framing blurred those two conversations together, and that's where it became less about advocacy and more about self-mythology. And we all know the one thing Clarissa is absolutely going to do is diminish everybody around her just to make herself appear bigger. We saw it with Layla. We've seen it with Alicia. We've seen it with Remy. We've seen it with everybody. So now let's break down this deception.
And that's the thing too. That's the thing too, y'all. If you want to watch this video in full with no interruptions, I showed you where to go. Nyla said, and I'll show you again. If you got a problem with stopping, then you might want to just go ahead and watch the video straight out and come back and watch the breakdown, because that's what this is. This is me reacting to her video, okay? This video is for commentary purposes, criticism, teaching, and pretty much demonstrative purposes. You know what I mean? So that is what we're doing. This lady is sharp, okay? And I love the way that she breaks down the psychology. That's something that I love. That's what Sweet Ma used to do. She still do it. And that's how I really, really started watching YouTube even more when I found Sweet My channel, because she would show us how this person shows narcissistic traits, how this person this behavior, and not just tell us with her mouth. She would literally pull the doctors up on here and let the doctors tell you from their mouth. So that is how I know and I can see the things that I can see. It's because I take in information and I don't just let it go in one ear and out the other, you know? And I see a lot of characteristics in Clarissa that are toxic, that are not good. Guess what though? I also see certain things about me that I had to change. You understand? That's why I took a step back from dating and all of that stuff, because I don't want to continue to take trauma from one person to the next person, right? So I don't know if anybody have ever dealt with a papoose before, but Clarissa probably don't even realize what's going on, because she got her own agenda too. Like Nyla said, she want to diminish other people to make herself feel bigger and more powerful. And Clarissa is being paid with praises, and she don't realize that she's being paid with by stroking her ego. Some people call it petting the kitty, and she don't realize that. She don't, and it's sad. It's real sad. But ladies, we got to learn from this, teach our daughters so that this don't happen, because this is gonna be a sad story at the end, y'all. I thought that we didn't do this type of stuff with each other, you know, as people. I thought that, man, this would kind of remind me of Cadillac Records, man. That's how I feel, like Cadillac Records.
Clarissa is not the richest female boxer. Clarissa isn't even the top paid female boxer.
Nope.
Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano have both seen paydays that Clarissa hasn't even seen yet. Listen, baby, Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, their 2025 trilogy was a combined purse pool of $18 million. And that, my honeys, was the largest boxing purse payout in the history of women's boxing. I mean, to put it into perspective, Katie Taylor has made $6.1 million for absolutely just one fight. Clarissa has an $8 million 360 deal with tons of hands, and they got to be greased. Her $3 million advance is more than likely the largest payout that contract will ever yield, which is why she's shopping all these other things like baddies, Japanese wrestling, rapping, and singing. She has to make money for her quote unquote owners in that 360 deal, baby. I mean, she's basically a sharecropper. And I don't say that to diminish her, okay? She's absolutely getting to bags that most of us will never see. But to put it into perspective, she is literally the product, right? And the rest of them are making all of this money off of her. In fact, what I'm going to lay out for y'all is super disturbing, because really she is the cash cow. And I don't know if she realized just how much of the cow she really is. It's actually quite embarrassing. But you know what? In order to get in the kind of deal that she's in, you literally have to be exploitable, vulnerable, and basically contract illiterate. Let's get into it. But do keep at the back of your mind, Katie Taylor made $6.1 million from one fight. Clarissa is guaranteed $8 million for 4 fights. Okay. So technically, she has what would be considered a landmark historical contract, because no woman was dumb enough to sign a contract that is at the top of their game, at the top echelon of boxing, and they limit themselves to only a minimum of $8 million. That's insane. So the deal itself is literally delayed and dumb. But now we're going to get into how dumb it is and who she's actually signed to, who she's working for and with. Because y'all, the stuff that I was able to uncover and find out about WONT and their inner workings and who owns the company is insane. I'm just about to put it out here. And y'all know I like to typically do my videos from a psychological standpoint. Look, this is not going to be psychologically driven.
Mhm.
I'll double back and do another video about that.
Right.
But listen,
Come on.
this you cannot make up. As y'all know, let's get Clarissa into it. Shields is signed to WIN Records. This is her quote unquote historic exclusive $8 million deal that both her and Papoose brag about all the time. WIN Records is owned by Ruben Branson. Ruben Branson is a Chicago native, but he now resides in California. According to their corporate filings, he is the sole owner and lists no other officers in the company. So when they were at the meeting table, when they did the interview, when she first signed the deal, they did introduce Papoose as like creative director. They introduced a guy named Mike as some sort of executive, but none of these people are on the paperwork, and I can't find any information on the one guy anyway. But we'll get back to that in another video because, baby, when I tell you I'm digging, I'm digging. According to the California Secretary of State, WIN Records LLC was filed in California on June 25th, 2025. As of today, June 24th, 2026, that means it has been 364 days, basically 1 year old tomorrow. Literally a baby label, respectfully. This same listing shows Ruben Branson listed as a registered agent, manager, and CEO. Their own website currently presents WIN Records as a full-service talent and music agency representing artists, entertainers, and...
No. I want to see what y'all think. Y'all don't let me forget about my potatoes in the oven. I sliced up some potato skins because I'm hungry, bro. So I sliced up some potato skins, and I'm trying my own ones tonight. Usually I buy the ones from TGI Fridays, but y'all know, girl, I gotta scratch. I gotta do it from scratch, girl. So hopefully they come out right. But so don't let me forget about them, y'all, please. But because I'm about to get deep into this, y'all heard that? The company started in 2025, y'all. Listen, y'all gotta hear this. Listen to what she's saying.
Information on the one guy anyway. But we'll get back to that in another video because, baby, when I tell you I'm digging, I'm digging. According to the California Secretary of State, WIN Records LLC was filed in California on June 25th, 2025. As of today, June 24th, 2000.
Get up out of here. It's WIN birthday today. What's today's date? Hold up. She made the video back on the 24th. But today is the 28th. Why y'all ain't celebrate? Oh, wait a minute. Y'all did celebrate. Yeah, it's the 28th now. But what day was it that Tap came to Atlanta? Because I did see the whole WIN team out. Maybe they were celebrating 3 days ago. Or maybe it was 2 days ago or 1 day ago and they celebrated a day or two after. Girl, you asking the right questions. Girl, hold up. Just keep watching. Just keep watching. Put a 1 in the chat if that is crazy to you that WIN Records just started as a company. They just started a year ago. How long ago did Clarissa sign this dang on deal, y'all? This is crazy. Put a 1 in the chat if that is shocking to you, or that is like, what the hell? If this was my daughter, y'all, I want to know also if y'all see any live from Clarissa, a short, a Snapchat, or anything. I need y'all to tell me so we can go to it because I want to see what her first video is after Nala dropped this load last night. because I want to see if she gonna take it for what it is and appreciate it and move accordingly, or if she gonna let them gas up and play her. They say, "Oh, y'all hating on us." They want you to believe that it's a hater, but it's not a hater. It's not a hater. It's somebody that's trying to show you what's going on. They literally created a company around you, Clarissa. You are worth more than all of them. You literally, what they did was you created a company, Clarissa. You created a company called Win Records, and you are allowing them to run your company and pay you what they want to pay you. That company might as well be called Clarissa Won, but you didn't. You lost when you signed the Win. Ooh, I gotta say that again.
26, that means it has been 364 days, basically 1 year old tomorrow.
Wow.
Literally a baby label,
Wow.
respectfully. This same listing
That's
shows
crazy.
Ruben Branson listed as a registered agent, manager, and CEO. Their own website currently presents Win Records as a full-service talent and music agency
I
representing
needed
artists,
that laugh, girl. I
entertainers,
love you.
and athletes. And his talent page lists people like, of course, Papoose and Clarissa Shields. Now, we already know Gen Z didn't even know anything about Papoose until all of this mess. So that should tell you where they are talent-wise. And yes, the daughter, Khadijah Branson, she's actually making music, and I actually think she's pretty talented, but she's not necessarily a household name. There is not a big commercial footprint for her as of yet. So their big ticket item literally is Clarissa Shields, who of course got there by way of Papoose. Now, I'm showing all of this for a reason. Remember, we are going to tie Papoose to all of this. So it really doesn't take a rocket science for you to realize that this company, within this 1 year that they've been on paper, on record with a corporate filing, has not necessarily made any money. Let's go through the artist roster first.
Today, we are blessed to have one of the greatest out right now. This homeboy was signed to Bad Boy at one point. Some of y'all might know him from his debuts on LA Leakers and his infamous freestyles. The one and only King Los.
So King Los debuted his album God, Money, and War, and it entered the Billboard 200, and it peaked at number 68 back in 2015. It also performed much better on genre-specific charts and reached number 5 on the top R&B hip-hop album charts and number 4 on the top rap albums chart. Unfortunately, I never heard of him until last year, but I did check out his music, and actually it's pretty good. Now, as for the Billboard 100 singles chart, he's never had a major solo hit there, but he did appear on a record that actually charted with like French Montana and a couple of other people. So that kind of helped with his visibility. So by himself, his highest Billboard 200 position was 68. Top rap albums, he got number 4, and top R&B hip hop, he got number 5. But he has had no major hits on a Hot 100. So the thing about him is he is one of those artists whose reputation among rappers is much larger than his actual commercial numbers. So he's widely respected. But I did check out his music, and
some of y'all might know him from his debuts on
all of this. So it really doesn't take a rocket science for you to realize that this company, within this 1 year that they've been on paper, on record with a corporate filing, has not necessarily made any money. Let's go through the artist roster first.
Today, we are blessed to have one of the greatest out right now. This homeboy was signed to Bad Boy at one point. Some of y'all might know him from his debuts on LA Leakers and his infamous freestyles. The one and only King Los.
So King Los debuted his album God, Money, and War, and it entered the Billboard 200, and it peaked at number 68 back in 2015. It also performed much better on genre-specific charts and reached number 5 on the top R&B hip-hop album charts and number 4 on the top rap albums chart. Unfortunately, I never heard of him until last year, but I did check out his music, and actually it's pretty good.
Okay.
Now, as for the Billboard 100 singles chart, he's never had a major solo hit there, but he did appear on a record that actually charted with like French Montana and a couple of other people. So that kind of helped with his visibility.
French Montana and a couple of other people helped with King Lo's disability. I mean, with his visibility. I wonder if King Los know Remy Ma. That would be interesting. French Montana helped him. Isn't that something? That's right. We never heard of this guy. Never. And when you sign somebody to a label, you got to get them some type of money. So where did they get the money from? I don't care if it was $5,000 he signed for. I think it was Clarissa money. People was thinking that Remy and Pat was playing Clarissa, but no, I think it's Win and Pat. I think it's Khadijah and Pat. Remember, at first I was like, I don't think it's Remy and Pat. I think it's Khadijah and Pat. Well, I was still wrong in that a little bit because it's not Khadijah and Pap, it's Khadijah Daddy and Pap. That's what it is. Khadijah Daddy and Pap. Got it. I knew it was something. Come on, Nyla, tell us more, girl. You got us like this, girl. You got us like this, girl. We like this. We like this, Nyla. We like, oh, Lord. Whatever happened to this young lady? Keep on going. We listening.
So by himself, his highest Billboard 200 position was 68. Top rap albums, he got number 4, and top R&B hip hop, he got number 5.
Okay.
But he has had no major hits on a Hot 100. So the thing about him is he is one of those artists whose reputation among rappers is much larger than his actual commercial numbers. So he's widely respected for lyricism, freestyles, ghostwriting, and all that kind of stuff. Because like he's written for Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, and a couple of other people consider him a quote unquote rapper's rapper, kind of like Papoose, right? Where Papoose.
So is he like the younger version of Papoose? And I want to tell y'all about that with Papoose too. Y'all know how sometimes people call Clarissa radio, right? Sometimes people call Clarissa radio. But I got to thinking about Papoose. And I'm wondering if that's what Papoose is to the rap world. Because a lot of people say, oh yeah, Pap, you know, he cool. I respect him and everything like that. But Papoose never made a hit song. And when I listen to Papoose rap, a lot of times I start daydreaming. I don't hang on every word. And I feel like when old boy said, hey Remy, don't you love me? And she said, yes. And he said, see that right there? That's a punch line. Like I feel like that was in so many different ways. That was a triple entendre. Because punch line, meaning, yeah, you really gonna want to hit me now when you hear your wife saying she love me. But then that's a punch line as in you don't know how to do punchlines. You don't never do punchlines in your music. And you need to do better with that. Because I feel like Remy tried to tell Pap, work on your punchline. But he might have been like how Clarissa was acting when her homegirl said, Pap, how you like your egg? And she said, don't ask him that. I know how you like his egg. I know how you like it. I cook for him all the time. Don't ask him. Like maybe he responded to Remy like that when she said, babe, maybe you need to work on your punchline. Because Remy is a hard hitter when it comes to the punchline. We're gonna go into that some more too. But okay, so hey Remy, don't you let me see that right there? That's a punchline. You don't do punchlines, you can't do them. This is a real punchline, and you're gonna really want to punch me because she said she loved me. See what I'm saying? So I'm wondering now, is it that Pap did not make it in rap because truly he really not that good at rapping, but he studied the sport so hard and went so hard about it that people respect him for trying. That's what it's given to me. It's given like the Michael Jackson lookalike. You know, Michael Jackson let his lookalike come around him and be around him because he was trying to be like Mike. You understand what I'm saying? There was times where you'll see Michael Jackson and then you'll see the person who done did everything they could to look like him. And he say, okay, come on, you can hang out with me. You get what I'm saying? So I'm wondering about this whole thing with Pap and all of that. Like, uh-uh. I don't think he as good of a rapper as what people say. I think they say that because they feel bad because he been trying for years and he ain't got no deal. You get what I'm saying? That's what I think. But hey, let's keep going. Nala, what you say?
Absolutely has a level of celebrity amongst Gen Xers like myself and other people. But if you're looking for someone that you can just point to with commercial success, he's never had it. And I say all that to say, again, he is not going to be having the ability to float a company, give them a lot of revenue, or a whole lot of visibility that will make them profitable. And trust me, I'm telling you guys all of this stuff about the inner workings for a reason. And it's going to make a lot of sense because at the end of the day, a company has to make money. Next, we have Emerson. Now, Emerson is from Sierra Leone, and he is also very, very talented. I got a chance to check out his music. Now, the thing about Emerson is that he has received no major recognition in American billboards. He's not charted anywhere, okay? But he is very popular in Sierra Leone. He has made cultural impacts there, and well, he did sell 12,000 copies of his album within the first 24 hours. And given the size of that market, I guess that's a good thing. So when you see them taking trips to Africa and going to do things over there and making appearances, they're literally floating off of the back of Emerson when they go there. So they're probably treated very, very well there and allowed to take vacations there because people absolutely do love and adore Emerson over there. But he's still not even the biggest artist in that country. And then we have Khadijah. Now, Khadijah is very talented, very pretty girl, and also the daughter of Ruben Branson. What Khadijah doesn't have is any serious accolades in the American market or anywhere else for that matter. She's not charted at all. She's not necessarily recognized that much. Many people still don't know who she is, but due to the association of Clarissa Shields, due to Clarissa Shields being viral all the time for literally the wrong things, she also is getting a little bit more popularity and buzz. People are starting to know who she is, but she's not making any money for this company because no one really knows about her. She's not necessarily hit her mark yet. So Papoose would be the most recognizable. But the thing about Papoose is he still has never, ever had mainstream success. He did really good with like mixtapes. Of course, he was on reality TV. But his biggest draw to him was the fact that his wife had a huge career, that his wife is the one that has always been popular. And ironically, even the visibility that he has today has more to do with the fact that he is Remy Ma's husband.
Come on, y'all.
And unfortunately, that's the same.
Hold on. We're not going to rush this thing. We're not going to rush this thing, okay? We walking slow this morning, okay? It's early morning. We watching the sunrise and we walking slow through the neighborhood. We can feel the morning dew, okay? If you like dogs, you walking your dog right now in the morning and we walking slow. We got a mug with some coffee in it, nice and hot, okay? Tea for those that don't like coffee and like to have their tea in the morning, okay? All right, girl? We going slow. Plus, I gotta go check on my potatoes. So, what did you say again, Nala? Hold up. Let's go right here.
Probably treated very, very well there and allowed to take vacations there because people absolutely do love and adore Emerson over there. But he's still not even the biggest artist in that country. And then we have Khadijah. Now, Khadijah is very talented, very pretty girl, and also the daughter of Ruben Branson. What Khadijah doesn't have is any serious accolades in the American market or anywhere else for that matter. She's not charted at all. She's not necessarily recognized that much. Many people still don't know who she is, but due to the association of Clarissa Shields, due to Clarissa Shields being viral all the time for literally the wrong things, she also is getting a little bit more popularity and buzz. People are starting to know who she is, but she's not making any money for this company because
Oh, so we got that. King Lo's not making no money for the company. Khadijah not making no money for the company. Okay, we listening now. Let's keep going.
no one really knows about her. She's not
Okay.
necessarily hit her mark yet. So Papoose would be the most recognizable. But
Oh,
the thing about Papoose is he still has never ever had mainstream success. He did really good with like mixtapes. Of course, he was on reality TV. But his biggest draw to him was the fact that his wife had a huge career, that his wife is the one that has always been popular. And ironically, even the visibility that he has today has more to do with the fact that he is Remy Ma's husband. And unfortunately, that's the same to say with Clarissa Shields. A lot of her visibility and popularity at this point comes from the fact that she is the side chick to Remy's husband. That being said, the only commercial and mainstream draw that Win Records actually has is Clarissa Shields. Now, remember, a few minutes ago, I already told y'all that this company literally just came into fruition about a year ago. At least they just put themselves legitimately on paper a year ago, actually 364 days ago. So one would ask, where does the money come from? Where does the experience on handling athletes and musicians come from? And why would boxing's arguably most talented boxer right now, who alleges that she's the greatest woman of all times, be on Win Records? Like, what would literally be the draw to be in this company that literally just turned a year? Now, listen, it's literally stating the obvious to say that she was absolutely pressured into this deal by Papoose.
In what ways has Papoose brought you peace?
It's like he has some experience over me as far as in like how long he's been here. So I'm being honored tonight and I'm making big deals in my career and I'm doing all this stuff, but it's like he's done it already. So when it's like I'm making decisions or having to figure things out, I can always come to him. It's almost like he's a cheat code almost. He's been like helping direct my life. And even when it comes like to people, if somebody is disloyal to me or somebody hurt me, he like cut him off. Like once I cut him off, he don't want to hear about him no more.
That's not New York.
Yeah, it's like, nah, dude, we ain't doing that. He like my superhero. If something go wrong, Pap is right there to fix it. Like, don't worry, I got it. And he really.
Allegedly, her wanting to remain in proximity to him, her building this life with him and family with him in her mind, and of course, her wanting to further convince the public that he is some sort of mogul.
Yeah, we can't go past that because Nala is making another great point, and I'm so glad that she put it in a video like this because sometimes when you're trying to make points like this live, sometimes it gets a little bit kerfuffled because you're talking to your people and you live and you're talking about it. That's the reason why she didn't want to tell us this live. She wanted to make the video. I'm glad she did this because y'all see what's going on with Clarissa friends. And I don't know if Clarissa sees the isolation, y'all, that she being put under. I don't know if she sees the isolation, but it is happening. He is gonna be and see somebody like Papoose, man. He a 50-year-old narcissist. That's a motherfucker for you, man. That's a motherfucker for you. The mind games that's gonna be happening. I'm concerned about her mental health with him because he gonna push it to the limit. He gonna push it to the limit. I'm telling you, he gonna push it to the limit. When you let a narc go an inch, they will go a mile. They will. He gonna push it to the limit, and I'm concerned about her mental health. I am because it's already fragile. Y'all, do y'all understand that when I was in a relationship with a narc, I had no idea, man. Oh man, I don't think Clarissa will be able to deal with the mind games that's gonna be played. You're going to be doubting yourself, questioning yourself. You're going to start hating life. And you don't want to go there, man, because, man, some people, when they fall into that mode, they don't come back from it. You know what I mean? If they don't got nothing to bring them back from it, they don't come back from it. Remember my homegirl that I showed y'all that unalived her 2 kids and herself. This girl, I showed y'all her. I showed y'all me, my sister, her sister. We all went out. One of the girls that we took a picture with, me and my sister had to fight her. But me and my sister and her sister was cool. Then me and my homegirl, we was working out there in Virginia Beach with her, selling alarm systems, but her husband was the owner. He was the president of the company. And he was sleeping with women and having women come around her. I know what it's like for a man to be cheating on you and bring the woman who he's cheating on you with around you because he a narcissist, and it does something for him for y'all to be in the same room and not know, but see signs and ask questions and get gaslit. Are you with me? Are you with me? I'm concerned about the games that's getting played because she's not gonna see it. This girl, he will have this girl questioning herself about everything, and she gonna be taking it out on us. She gonna be taking it out on everybody but the person who deserves it. I noticed that trainer ain't around her no more. We're gonna talk about that tonight too. This dude is at the award show and getting her makeup because she got makeup all in her wig, and French Montana, they just performed. So Remy performed, and Clarissa had makeup in her wig. Girl, you know the videos is coming out. Send them to me on IG. You know the clips is coming. You know the clips is coming, my girl. Send them on IG, sis. You know the clips is coming. We're going to be keeping up with it. That's what I wanted to know about Remy Ma. Y'all do know who won Sportswoman of the Year, right? Y'all know it was Asa Wilson? Yeah, sis. Send them to me. Send me them clips, girl. Receptionista Tara, my baby. Tara, I don't know if I said anything to you or not. Y'all, Tara was the first one to know. She was the only one to know because when we were supposed to have that meeting, it just bust out of my mouth. I couldn't hold it no more. I told Tara, like, I'm so stressed out. And now I'm not gonna say what she said to me in return unless she tell me to. But man, it's hard out here. It is. We'll talk about that another time. Back to this. Y'all better send me them clips now. Y'all know my Instagram, right? Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Make sure y'all got my stuff. Look, that's my Instagram. That's my email right there. That's my Cash App right there. I need y'all to participate in some of these links, likes, comments, and subscriptions, and hypes too. I need you to hype me up, girl. I need you to hype me up, girl. At a time like this, I need your support. I need your help. Hype me up, girl. Hype me up. Where do we go from here? Hype me up. Hype me up. I know you gotta wait till the video is over. Just don't forget to hype me up. Hype me up. Don't forget, baby. Don't forget. All right, Nyla, we back. We back, Nyla. All right, keep telling us what's going on. Tell us what's going on, Nyla. What's going on again, girl? Did he say cut him off? I know he didn't say cut him off.
Records, like what would literally be the draw to be in this company that literally just turned a year? Now listen, it's literally stating the obvious to say that she was absolutely pressured into this deal by Papoose.
Yep.
In what ways has Papoose brought you peace?
It's like he's he has some experience over me as far as in like how long he's been here. So I'm being honored tonight, and I'm making big deals in my career, and I'm doing all this stuff, but it's like he's done it already. So when it's like I'm making decisions or having to figure things out, I can always come to him. It's almost like he's a cheat code almost. He's been like helping direct my life. And even when it comes like to people, if somebody is disloyal to me or somebody hurt me, he like cut him off. Like once I cut him off, he don't want to hear about him no more. That's not New York in you. Yeah, it's like
That right there, he probably squeezed her hand when she said that. He don't want her to tell us that. Because he know that there's some women out there that we're not blinded by his love. He did not love bomb us. He loved bomb Clarissa. So we can see clearly. She just can't. She can't see through the smoke from the love bomb. He tell you to cut him off after one issue. People are gonna have issues in a relationship. Everybody not gonna get along all the time. People gonna have differences. Y'all see Audrey. I love Audrey down, but Audrey is on a different side of the coin than what we are on. But I love her. I'm not gonna change on her because of it. Hopefully she don't change on me. But if she do, then it is what it is. But I don't think she will. But I'm just using that as an example. People have disagreements. You're not supposed to just snip. How do you know Mr. Triangulation ain't starting problems between you and your friends? Because they'll do that. You ain't hear what Candy Grandma said? She said it could have been a scheme. Todd set up to continue with the bull. Man. Go ahead, Nyla.
nah, G, we ain't doing that. He like my superhero. If something go wrong, Pap is right there to fix it. Like, don't worry, I got it. And he really
Allegedly, her wanting to remain in proximity to him, her building this life with him and family with him in her mind, and of course, her wanting to further convince the public that he is some sort of mogul, that they are going to build a future marriage and all this together. This literally lends to that fairy tale. But let's ask, can Ruben Branson handle this kind of marketing? Is his company able to float these contracts, able to position Clarissa and other artists where they need to be? And I want you to ask yourself, how come there are no other athletes signed to Win Records right now? Well, it's probably for the obvious. Let me ask you guys a question. And this is not optional. I want class participation. So answer the damn question. If you needed to have open heart surgery, would you go to a doctor or would you go to a hairstylist? Yeah, I know y'all think that's a dumb question. And what does that
Doctor 423, Nyla.
have to do with what we're talking about? But stay with me now. And don't forget to answer the question in the comments. Next question. If you needed your hair done, would you go to a plumber to get it done?
I am dead ass serious. Y'all better be answering these questions.
Now, let me take you here for a moment. If you guys remember, MVP Promotions offered her a spot. She turned that spot down. I can't prove it, but I'm quite sure this has something to do with Papoose wanting to bring her onto Win Records as opposed to MVP. Now, you know how Clarissa feels about Jake Paul.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at the way he's looking at her. I feel bad for her.
She doesn't like him, even though he offered her a spot. And when you look at it,
being a free agent.
Oh my gosh, listen, it was worth it, but it was so difficult. I mean, listen, I have 4 different contracts. Looking at everybody's contracts, weighing the pros and cons. And listen, I just was like, it was very stressful. It was not easy at all. But I almost signed with MVP. Close.
How close? How close?
Like super close.
Okay. So what happened?
Honestly, I like everything that they stand for. Me and Nikisa were able to talk a lot, and he was, understanding my vision. I think that's some of our.
That's a lot of stuttering, but I'm gonna let you finish.
Our stuff aligned, but it just wasn't. I mean,
Hold on, y'all.
It wasn't enough money, but yet those girls are making more money than her. Let us continue.
Hold on, let me run it back just a little bit. I gotta go get
signed with
my
MVP.
potato.
Close,
How close? How close?
like super close.
Okay. So what happened?
Honestly, I like everything that they stand for. Me and Nikisa were able
Yeah,
to talk a
Winnie,
lot,
I ain't burn
and he was, understanding my vision. I think that some of our stuff aligned, but it just wasn't. It wasn't enough money. You know what I'm saying? And
Really interesting that it wasn't enough money, but yet those girls are making more money than her. Let us continue. He at least has some experience in the field that she is currently pursuing. On top of that, they're one of the fastest growing promotions company right now. And guess who's signed to them? Amanda Serrano is signed to them, Alicia Baumgardner, and there have been co-promotional projects done with Katie Taylor. And remember, I already told and showed you that those two women, Katie and Amanda, have literally made the most money in boxing right now today. Clarissa turned down MVP Productions for a 360 deal with a record company. So now let's double back to those silly questions that I was asking. Now, of course,
Why
if
you
you
do
needed
that?
open heart surgery, you
Wait.
wouldn't be going to
Wait, now look at everybody because there's another video that I'm gonna show y'all too about Win Records. Do y'all see that man that's standing on the other side of Clarissa? Y'all see Papoose? I think that's King Los. I think that's Ruben right there. Some light skinned dude. But the dude with the biker thing around his head, with the beard sitting right next to Clarissa. Keep him in mind. Don't forget about him, y'all. Don't forget about him. We got to talk about that because I saw another video that I want to tell y'all about. But here we go. Get ready. Brace yourselves, guys.
a hairstylist. And of course, if you wanted your hair done, you wouldn't be going to a plumber. So then tell me why, if you were a boxer, the one that claims to be the top at the boxing echelon right now, the historical greatest woman of all time, why would you sign to a record label with no hits? No hit makers. That is being ran by a nurse. Did y'all hear me? Yeah, a nurse. Let me make it plainer for you. Ruben is a nurse, not even an RN though. Ruben is an LVN. Most of us know this job title to be LPN, but in the state of California, they're called LVNs. Ruben is a retired veteran who has been in the nursing field since about 2009. Ruben has never really seen a whole lot of success or had any business ventures that were huge in profitability. And based on what is publicly available in records, has had a slew of...
Did y'all hear that? He a nurse. He not even an RN. He a LPN. She signed a deal. This girl done worked all her life, y'all. Damn. Damn, Clarissa. This girl done worked hard all her life. Nah, man. Y'all gotta understand something. Man, I heard this last night, boy. I was like, boy, look at this, man. All this damn work. All this work. All this shit you did, Clarissa. You think people hating on you. We proud of you about this shit, man. We proud of you, Clarissa. We just now know what your personality is like, and it's very off-putting. We now know, that you don't have morals. We now know that you think it's okay to do certain things that God don't even think it's okay to do. But we still was proud of you about your accolades. You might as well have signed to your coach. the owner of Win Records that just started a year ago. Are y'all really getting this? They just started a year ago. They are a year and 3 days old as of this time right now. Meaning somebody put a plan together and said, let's make Win a brand because Papoose is sucking her in. And he's gonna, man. And you wonder why it was so hard for you to get another fight. They needed Zeus. Them girls ain't on that card because you like them and you want to. No, y'all needed Zeus because Ruben don't got the money because he a damn nurse that used to be in the military. You ain't hear Megan Thee Stallion's story. Oh my Lord. She hates it. There you go, man, recessionista. I was about to say it, but I didn't. And then I go and I look in the chat and you said it. I was about to say you wanted to fight Tasiki last year. You think we believe that you want to put her on your ticket? You got to, because you want to hurry up and make a fight because everybody was on your head about, oh, I think she retiring. Oh, she don't want to fight. Oh, she banned. You did this and you organized this whole thing to prove you wasn't banned from boxing. But you don't realize that you only made yourself, you only showed it more. Because people are going to have questions about this fight. Clarissa, he a nurse, baby. Oh my God. He is not a boss. He a nurse. Clarissa, who paid for this car? They been renting stuff to impress you, girl. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. He a nurse, baby. What? Where were we? Hold up. There we go. Mm. Y'all hear it? No, wait a minute. This ain't the right thing. My bad, y'all.
Productions for a 360 deal offered her a spot. And when you look at it,
Being a free agent.
Oh my gosh, listen, it was worth it, but it was so difficult. I mean, listen, I have 4 different contracts. Looking at everybody's contracts, weighing the pros and cons. And listen, I just was like, it was very stressful. It was not easy at all. But I almost signed with MVP. Close.
How close? How close?
Like super close.
Okay. So what happened?
Honestly, I like everything that they stand for. Me and Nikisa were able to talk a lot, and he was understanding my vision. I think that some of our stuff aligned, but it just wasn't I mean, it wasn't enough money. You know what I'm saying? And
Really interesting that it wasn't enough money, but yet those girls are making more money than her. Let us continue. He at least has some experience in the field that she is currently pursuing. On top of that, they're one of the fastest growing promotions company right now. And guess who's signed to them? Amanda Serrano is signed to them, Alicia Baumgardner, and there have been co-promotional projects done with Katie Taylor. And remember, I already told and showed you that those two women, Katie and Amanda, have literally made the most money in boxing right now today. Clarissa turned down MVP Productions for a 360 deal with a record company. So now let's double back to those silly questions that I was asking. Now, of course, if you needed open heart surgery, you wouldn't be going to a hairstylist. And of course, if you wanted your hair done, you wouldn't be going to a plumber. So then tell me why, if you were a boxer, the one that claims to be the top at the boxing echelon right now, the historical greatest woman of all time, why would you sign to a record label with no hits? No hit makers.
Man, imagine going to the hospital, going on the 3rd floor, finding an LPN and saying, come on, I done been working hard for 20 years. I done worked all my life. You and your PPP loan can come on, I'm assigned to you. Even though you don't know nothing about boxing, you ain't never did it. Nobody in your family ain't even boxers. You ain't even never been in an arena. Literally, I know more about boxing than him. Literally. I got a closer proximity because my son is a boxer. This man was an LPN. Man, I don't understand this. This is sad. Oh my goodness, it's so sad. And I know Clarissa didn't know this. I know she didn't.
Is being ran by a nurse. Did y'all hear me? Yeah, a nurse. Let me make it plainer for you. Ruben is a nurse, not even an RN though. Ruben is an LVN. Most of us know this job title to be LPN,
Right.
but in the state of California, they're called LVNs. Ruben is a retired veteran who has been in the nursing field since about 2009. Ruben has never really seen a whole lot of success or had any business ventures that were huge in profitability. And based on what is publicly available in records, has had a slew of businesses that have had questionable dealings. I mean, when I say questionable, I mean like having their SEC status suspended, terminated, things like that. And ironically, Nurse Ruben built his businesses at their largest peak starting around the pandemic era. And I'm not saying this is exactly what happened, but I did notice that he did get a $700,000 PPP loan. And
Oh, hell no. I'm done. That's it, Nyla. I ain't fucking with you no more. Nyla. Oh, my God. Do y'all realize what this means? Because I don't think y'all do. Do y'all realize what this means? Did she just tell us that he got a $700,000 PPP loan in 2020? And he made himself look like he had some money. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, y'all. You damn right he is scammer. Allegedly. Yes. Oh, Clarissa. I knew that they didn't have that money for you. I knew it, Clarissa. Oh my God, Clarissa. And then we gonna get into the fact that she said she spoke to everybody, but she only spoke to 4 people. You let Pat mess you up, girl. And he probably got your head gone right now somewhere at the BET Awards or something, distracting you from this. That's why we got to talk about this again tomorrow, because I believe she gonna miss this because she at the BET Awards. And they gonna distract her from this right here, man. Dang. Nala, let this video sit for a minute. Let it sit for a couple days before you drop another one, because they need to see this. Everybody need to see this.
Of course, it was completely forgiven. So I don't know about y'all, but I do find it suspicious that Ruben Branson didn't start acquiring properties for these businesses until after the PPP loan era, which was typically supposed to be given so that paychecks could be protected. And I also find it odd that he has multiple liens, that these businesses have been in foreclosure multiple times, and that he doesn't seem to be able to keep up with his taxes. Now, as far as his own real estate portfolio, there is a property that he's had for many, many years in Chicago that is in the ghetto. And most of the properties, actually, I would say all of the properties are actually in his daughter Khadijah's name, which hasn't saved any of these properties from being in foreclosure. And again, a lot of his businesses end up in a status with the SEC to where they literally are suspended or terminated. And then there's not much of a digital footprint for these companies. I mean, one could think that they might just be shell companies. And one could think that the reason why the properties are under Khadijah's name is because Khadijah doesn't have the tax liens. Although she has been fined and has liens because she's not keeping up the property. But she actually is keeping up her esthetician's license. So at least she's doing that. Which brings me back to my original point. In 2019, she registered as an esthetician. In 2020, when they began the course of getting PPP loans, is when she started getting these businesses in her name. So baby, it's like this. Clarissa is literally the come up for Papoose, Ruben Branson, and his daughter Khadijah, because none of them had the spotlight, the limelight, any real attention until this situation popped off. And since there are no hit artists or hit records that are associated with quote unquote WIN Records, one should ask, what is it? Well, based on their current business model and their ventures, I would say that they were a low-level marketing company. The larger company that Clarissa is associated with, as well as WIN Records, would be Salida Promotions and DAZN. And here's where this gets interesting, because Salida Promotions themselves, they do have some associations with people like Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano and quite a few others, but they are a promotional company, right? So the way that they make their money is through promotion, through percentages of what the boxer or the entertainer makes and things of that nature. DAZN, however, is the big ticket holder. They make their money from everything, and they are a much larger and successful company. They've got their hands in literally everything. Tons of subscription revenue across many different genres. So when it came to possibly putting Clarissa Shields and Layla Ali in the boxing ring together, baby, you know where that money was coming from. It literally would have been an investment on behalf of DAZN primarily. Salida does not have that kind of revenue. WIN Records definitely didn't. I mean, if you think about it, this Branson guy has over $300,000 in tax liens right now. Papoose has all these liens. Like Clarissa has a bunch of liens. I mean, at this point, that group is lien city. I mean, hell, even Khadijah has it. So if they can't even pay a damn near $1,600, maybe $1,800 lien for Khadijah, what makes you think they were going to be able to front that kind of money for Layla Ali and Clarissa Shields? And that's where DAZN would have came in. DAZN would have came in and been able to do that based off the fact that that would have been a universally appealing boxing match. As much as Clarissa talks about she wanted it to like defeat and slay Layla, in actuality, what this fight would have done was literally given Win Records the type of percentage and revenue that they would have needed to solidify themselves as an actual promotional company. It would have been tons of money for Dazin, good money for Salida. Everybody would have ate well. Clarissa by herself is not a big enough draw, even though she has all of these belts. And one of the reasons why is for the same reasons that Layla Ali was telling her to go down in a weight class.
Yeah.
There's not too many people Clarissa can fight at her weight class, which is why she has to go down. Or maybe we could even hope that someone like Katie or Amanda could go up and whoop her ass. But that's neither here nor there, because now we have to get into, again, the reason why Clarissa is taking all these other avenues in order to generate revenue. So we don't have the contract in front of us, but the way these contracts go is that the actual boxer or artist have to make a certain amount of money. So Clarissa has to get busy. Clarissa needs merch. Clarissa needs brand deals. Clarissa needs fights. And when you look at the types of brand deals that all of the other boxing ladies have, even some of the men, you kind of see why Clarissa is becoming a risk. And my prediction is that is going to be her undoing. Now back to Win Records. The reason why Ruben Branson doesn't care how she's acting and how belligerent she behaves and all of the cutting up that she's doing on social media is because he lacks the business experience. That nurse don't know shit about the boxing industry professionally. That nurse doesn't know anything about this promotional situation that she would really, really need in order to propel her forward. The nurse doesn't even really know anything about selling music, obviously, because he's not selling any. But he's aligned himself with Papoose in order to validate or give himself some sort of look or appeal of dealing with an artist that's...
Two things. First of all, can we all hashtag that nurse don't know ish? Can we please put hashtag that nurse don't know ish? Can we please all put that? If you are watching this and you are realizing the problem here the whole time, they don't even know how to guide her. My God. Now, when Remy Ma said, if I thought she would believe me, when Remy Ma said, I feel bad because I know the circles that's being ran over there. And she came out boastful, y'all. She came out snapping, calling Remy this, that, and the third. He chose me. All of this stuff. He got you to sign an NDA not to talk about Remy no more. But he not protecting you in this deal. Lord. He protecting Remy even when they're beefing. But he is not protecting you in this deal. And I really want to go back to the whole point that I was making before. Remember this, y'all? Man, this is crazy. Y'all gotta hear this. Hold up. I just cannot. I cannot. This is crazy. Watch this.
Dollars in the pocket. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So I know all right, y'all. So we are here. We are with the GOAT. She just announced $8 million in the pocket. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So I know you talked a bit about how it's broken down in a number of fights, and you mentioned one name, but I wanted to know, do you have, because you said 4 fights, do you have any other names, anybody else that you're thinking about approaching for these other 3 fights?
it's so many people that I can think of because I can go up and down, up in the weight divisions. Right now, I think my next fight will be up at heavyweight. I think my next two will be at heavyweight, which is 175. And like I said, I would love to have a fight with Michaela Mayer up at 160, 154. And it's other girls to fight. You know, we got French on Crew, Shadaysha Green, Shay Keneally, Danielle Perkins. That's in Michaela Mayer already? Yeah, like it's some good competition out there, but I've already beat whoever they consider the best. But now these girls are who they consider the best now. So I guess I'll have to fight against them.
Because you've already beat who everyone considers the best, right? Did you ever think about retiring early? You said 38 earlier. Did you ever think about doing it earlier than 38?
I thought about retiring this year, earlier in the year. Just when I was before I became a free agent, I just kind of was learning like how the boxing business is, and I kind of was like, I don't like it. Like I have to be like very strategic and gotta watch this and gotta watch that person and gotta double check this and double check that. And it was like, all the fuck I want to do is fight. That's what I want to do. So I was really getting kind of stressed out, and then trying to negotiate how much. Like I know how much money I should be making for a fight, which is a lot of million. You know what I'm saying? And it was like I had to keep negotiating with numbers that wasn't millions. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we got to stay at 1 million for two or three fights. I'm like, why? I made $1 million already. Then I made 1.2. I'm like, so what? So that's the cap. So I was getting really frustrated, and I just remember just being like, you know what? I'm gonna have this fight up in July. I'm gonna be a free agent, and I'm gonna see what happens. And I got the good end of the stick, 8 million.
You did, and you're back with Toledo. These are people you can trust because you've been working with them. This is family to you. But I do have to ask. You talked about exploring a bunch of different offers. Was MVP on the table? Did they offer you anything?
Yes. Listen, I had talks and negotiations with MVP, with Matchroom, who was with Eddie Hearn, MVP, who was with Jake Paul and Nikita Bodarian. I had talks with Eddie Hearn, who's with Matchroom. I had talks to my promoter, Salida, and then I had talks with Salida and Win Promotions together. So it was, like I said, nobody had a terrible deal, if that makes sense. Like I think everybody came with it, and MVP definitely came with it. I'm not gonna say that they didn't, but
what does that mean? What was the number?
It wasn't 8 million.
How far was it?
How far? What you mean?
How far away from 8 million was it? Are we in the ballpark range? Was it over $5 million?
As a minimum?
As a minimum or as a total? You could either one of them.
I've mended my as a minimum 8 million.
How far?
Makes sense. Like I think everybody came with it, and MVP definitely came with it. I'm not gonna say that they didn't, but
what does that mean? What was the number?
It wasn't 8 million.
How far was it?
How far? What you mean?
How far away from 8 million was it? Are we in the ballpark range? Was it over $5 million?
As a minimum?
As a minimum or as a total? You could either one of them.
I've mended my relationship with MVP, so I don't want to throw nobody under the bus. I feel like everybody put their best foot forward, and Salida and Win came with the best offer. Now, MVP definitely, like, probably because how they pay their other girls, they definitely came with what they felt was a great deal for me.
Was it in the millions?
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't millions.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Up on the paper, it wasn't millions, if that makes sense. Now, how much you can make in a year, possibly, but it just was like the guaranteed money was nowhere near the same. Like the signing bonus was nowhere near the same, but they still came with it though. You know what I'm saying? They still came with it. I have a lot of respect for them. I stand for their message. I like what they're doing up over there. I wish all their girls good luck, and hopefully I'll be fighting against them sooner than later.
And you said you've mended your relationship with them. What, there was a conversation with you and Jake Paul?
Me and Nikita, really. That's who I was negotiating with and talking with, and even though I didn't like him at first, talking to him and meeting with him and just seeing what some of the problems was and being able to talk like adults. I believe that we did get past that. Jake Paul was really excited for me to sign with MVP. It's almost like, oh man, I kind of like, dang, I don't want to not do it, but damn, it's like 8 million, you know what I'm saying? And then 3 million guarantee, a 3 million signing bonus. So it was just one of those things where it was like, I went with the best business decision, and I think that Salida and Win together are so powerful, and it's gonna be one of the biggest promotions in the world, and they already have the biggest fighter in the world.
And last question, because I know we got to wrap. You talked about, you know, your man, and what was brought to the table because of Papoose and the idea and the strategy and the brains that he's been able to, you know, just bring into the conversation, right? There is always a conversation about you two and what that means, how y'all business partnership is. Can you talk a bit about, you say that the deal structure between Win, you, and Salida, what does that structuring look like? And talk a bit about how influential he's been in this deal, because I think we don't talk enough about it. I know he's kind of laid back and he wants to be out the way, but I think that there is some flowers here that he can get.
No, absolutely. Like I said, it wouldn't even have been a conversation between me and Win had Pap not been there. You know, since I met Pap and we've been together over a year now, he introduced me to Win Records, and I've been to some of they sold out freaking concerts, and it's been like a movie. And they were able to come to 2 of my fights, and it's been a movie. And I think that you know, Ruben Branson, who is the head of Win Records, Papoose is the executive director. So he's like, no, he's the executive, whatever y'all want to call it. But he's like, he helps make sure that the record company run how it's supposed to run. He's very influential in getting the artists to the to perform at the concerts. He negotiates the contracts. Like, his head big for a reason, because he's very smart. But when we seen what we did together my last fight, because it was so many things that were falling apart at the last minute, you know, and it was like everything that fell apart, Pap was right there. It's like, I'm just complaining, like, oh my God, I gotta make this call, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, because I'm my own, like, Salida's my promoter, but it's like I'm also a self promoter. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you ain't worried about me, I'm promoting myself. And I just remember, like, man, I don't even know who to call for this. And I'm sitting there bending the Pap, and he like, I got it, don't worry about it. And I'm like, what? He like, I got it. And so he's calling, making sure we got the street team, making sure we got a social media team. Like, Pap is on the phone talking to everybody.
Like, y'all hear this?
24 hours is fixed.
Hold
so we
up.
seen that we did that magic together, and we sold out 16,000 fans my last fight. And after that, when it came to the negotiations and everybody contracts and stuff, you know, Pap was at most of the meetings with me, and every time we left, I look at him and be like, wasn't enough money.
Dang.
Like, it's better than his stuff, but it wasn't enough money. And so it's like, I knew my worth already too. And then,
dang, man, because you can see her getting nervous. You can see, where is Papoose? I want to know where he is, because y'all, we all know the look that he can give her. Y'all don't remember the look Pat was giving her after she beat Franchon Cruz? Even though Franchon Cruz was injured before she even got in the ring, that baby took one for the team that day. That's what she did. Clarissa thinks that she can bully people into doing what she wants them to do by making them feel bad. The whole time her and Franchon Cruz was getting ready to fight, what she kept on saying, oh, you whining like a baby. Let me give you your baby bottle. Oh, you whining like a baby. Or, I told y'all to make sure y'all had somebody else, because I know Franchon gonna try to throw the fight. She gonna try to throw the fight. She's scared. Just to make Franchon go through with that whole thing, even though she was injured. The picture she posted of Alicia Baumgartner on the phone calling the police after she put her hands on her to make her feel bad about going to the police. That girl ain't in no gang. She a civilian, and she worked a lot of money. She worked hard to be where she is, and she can call the police on you if you put your hands on her. Keep your paws up off her. You put your paws on her, and it is what it is. I don't violate other people's space like that. You shouldn't either. And boxing should have taught you more self-control. I just don't understand that part. I think that the reason why people use Clarissa is because they do treat her like a dog. They treat her like a dog. She's not being treated in boxing the way that other people are being treated. She's being treated like a mandingo. That's what she's being treated like. And some people gonna get what I just said, and some people are not. But they are all, everybody. Boxing, period. I was going to say her label. It's a damn shame. Her label, I mean her promoter. All of them, they treating her like a mandingo. Not like a fighter, not like a trained boxer. No, they treating her like a mandingo, and they paying her with applause. They paying her by inflating her ego. And she's so high and drunk on that she not looking at what's being depleted until something bad happens. Then when something bad happens, she come to her senses, want to look at her bank account, want to start telling Papoose no, and then he hop his ass on the plane and go far, far away from here, like Jenny. Make me a bird so I can fly far, far, far away from here. Yeah. This is so sad. But at the same time, look at what she do to people. Look how nasty she is. Look at what she do. But you can see the nervousness in her voice when she's talking about this right now. You can tell Pap don't want her to even be saying what she's saying. And by the way, Barbara, hey my girl. Mwah. I love you, Barbara. We love you over here. Welcome home, boo boo. Welcome home, Barbara. You see that, Clarissa? You don't say, on sale, pre-sale, right now. Not like that, baby. Not like that, baby, okay? Not like that, okay, baby? Clarissa, I hope you see this because I feel bad for you. You have worked too hard, Clarissa. No matter what, no matter what. And y'all, if y'all see this on my finger right here, I slammed my finger and this is a blood clot right here, just so y'all know. But I'll be glad when it's gone. But anyway, you know, Clarissa, I feel so bad for you because it's like you dancing with the devil and you thinking that the devil gonna be loyal to you because you're doing his bidding, but the devil gonna be a devil to you too, baby. That's why you don't play with the devil. When you playing in people's marriages, you dancing with the devil. That's not nothing good. That's not nothing to be proud about. And I want to say this because I know that it happens to more women than not, where a woman might end up falling in love with a man that she didn't know was married, or with a man that she didn't know was in a relationship, or with a man that tricked her into thinking the relationship was over and he just waiting for the lease to be up. It's a bunch of stuff, man. These men, they'll say whatever they gotta say. Some men are smoother than others. Some men can get over on you better than others because they know how to finesse their grandma and their mama, so they're real good with women and they know how to talk to you and finesse you. I hope you caught that, baby. I hope you caught that. But I'm worried that it's too late. I am very worried about you, Clarissa. I'm very worried. Goodness. Oh my goodness.
Ruben Branson wanted to get into boxing with Win Records, and so Pap was having that conversation with him, and he just was like, "So how would you feel about,
Wow.
Salida and Win teaming together to bring your offer?" Because I told Pap, I said,
Wow.
"Salida ain't coming with it. Like he about to get left. I love him, but I'm about to leave him." And he started talking with both of them. Then they teamed up, and then he just hit me with a number. And honestly, anybody that knows me know I don't like relationship and business. I don't like that because it just like sometimes it gets messy and it get icky. And I'm like,
another thought too. I think when your fans see it, it's like, well, it can get a little messy when it comes to love and business, but it seems like it's working well for y'all.
Well, it works well because my money is my money, his money is his money. I don't know who started this rumor that he's broke, but I won't be with no broke man because I don't have to. I already got my own money. I got $90K on my wrist. Why would I be with a man who don't have no money? Like that don't make no sense. But it's like he got his own money. He treats me good. He's smart. He adds to the table. And he saw an opportunity and he knew that I was prepared for it. And we were like, well, let's do it. And then all of a sudden when we got the contract and it said what it said, talking about 8 million and 3 million signing bonus. I just was like, oh hell no. I did just said what? I was like, wait a minute, hold on. They was this to my attorney first and this and that. And then I was sitting back forth to my attorney, and my attorney like, yo, this is a really great deal. I'm like, tell me about it. 8 million for your girl.
This is
Well,
sad.
congratulations. You know, we are so proud of you.
Yes, thank you so much. And it's been a crazy month. I got honored by Ebony 100 for for leader in sports. I got the big deal here. I was just on with Gail King, and she said she's gonna call Oprah for me. It's crazy. It's crazy right now.
You sitting down with Oprah?
No, I might be because
Girl.
I'm talking with Gail King, and Gail was like, I'm gonna call Oprah. And I'm like, you gonna call Oprah for me? Well, y'all need to come to a fight too. But it's just like to even have my name in the same sentences, there's like a really big deal to me. And I mean, even when I was at the
Now I want y'all to catch that. This is hard to watch. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is hard to watch, and I'm sleepy. But I want y'all to catch this too, because she said that Papoose said that he talked to Gail, and Gail said he was gonna talk to Oprah for her. Now I want y'all to understand what's going on. He knows that that is one of her dreams, probably. He knows that she want to meet Oprah. He knows everything this girl want to do. She laid next to him and told him. So he knows exactly what to do. Take her to the MTV Awards. Take her to the other awards. Bring her out. Put her on my arm. Make her feel special. As soon as she signed on the dotted line, you would have thought she pushed out his baby the way he switched up on her. If you know, you know. Them niggas sometimes they get a little itch up in they feel like they get a wild hair up there. They feel like they want to go start doing, they lose their mind sometimes. Sometimes that's why you got to be married. Because if you have kids out of wedlock and you have kids with a boyfriend instead of a husband, sometimes your boyfriend have a whole crisis. Like he done lost his mind and decide, oh, I want some freedom. Oh, I want to feel freedom. And start doing dumb stuff. Erica Badu spoke about that too. That's why I said what I said. But yeah, after she signed that paper, it was like she had a baby or something. He just, oh, I'm good now. And started roaming free because that's what he I was wondering if anybody was gonna respond to that. I was wondering if anybody was gonna respond to that. I had my first son when I was a teenager, so that ought to tell you. Yeah. I went through it. I went through it. I went through it. I went through it. That's why you gotta be married. That's why you need to do things the right way. If you don't believe in marriage, be committed. Be grown for real, not no teenager thinking that you finna have a baby and give a baby a life to wish you had when you ain't even got the education or the finances to do it. I'm sitting here telling you, don't do that. Don't you do that. Cause you're gonna be like me trying to catch up. Don't do it. That's why they say don't let a man know everything when you first meet them. That is correct. They will use it against you when they're trying to use you. That's right. You on the big screen, so you did you see me falling asleep? I'm tired. I'm sleepy, bruh. I shook back though. I came back. I was about to go to sleep and I said, oh, I'm live. I I know that's why you really did it, but I was like, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna wait and see. I'm gonna wait and see if anybody's seen it. So I'm gonna wait and see if anybody else seen this. What's up, man? What's up? What's up, King? Thank you for coming in the chat. I'm embarrassed now. Oh my God. I'm gone. I'm gone. Bye bye. All right, y'all. We about to get back to the facts. Back to the facts, okay? Now, um, y'all, so I'm playing this because like this is very sad, right? We're finding out, let me come back. We're finding out that Ruben is a LPN. Okay, Ruben is a LPN. Because I didn't want nobody to see that. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't want nobody to see. But anyway, so listen, y'all. He Papoose don't know what he's doing in boxing. Ruben don't know what he's doing in boxing. Uh the expert is Clarissa. That's why in the beginning of the live I said it's like Clarissa Shields started her own company and signed herself, right? But she's giving everybody else all the money. They stand to gain the most out of all of this because the promotions, I imagine that they front you the money, right? They give you the money because they're gonna make more money on the investment at the end. It's designed for them to make more money than her, right? Because that's what you do when you coming into a situation and you ain't got no money, and they say, "Hey, we got $100,000 that we can put behind you," but they stand to make $1 million at the end. But with Clarissa, they lied to her. This is there is no way that man can give you $8 million, baby. He's applied for a $700,000 PPP loan. Cardi B boyfriend got more than that, and he went to jail. He went to jail. You are dealing with some people that is just woo. It's not right. I want to see Papoose box Floyd Mayweather. Right, right. Boy, listen. I am so tired of this with Papoose, and I'm wondering, y'all. I'm wondering if Papoose know that Ruben was an LPN. I'm wondering, is Papoose, is he fooled too? Do he really believe that TuneCore was some big company? And then they trashed TuneCore and started winning records, and then they solidified, and I personally believe this, and I want to know what y'all think. I believe they made Win Records a company exactly a year and 3 days ago, right? Let's look at when this was when she signed this deal. Because it was July 25th, 2025 when they started. This was 7 months ago. This was November 6th. 4 months. 4 months before she signed this deal, they went and made Win Records a company. 4 months. 4 months, y'all. 4 months. They plotted on her. When Papoose realized that he can get her to do anything, when she signed that NDA, agreeing to not say Remy name, their daughter name, not speak on Remy, not talk about anything that Papoose told her about, when he got her to sign that, he probably was like, oh, I can get her to do anything. He went to all of her, y'all, this is just sad. He went to all of her meetings with her. Now remember this, y'all. Now this gonna really blow y'all. Watch this, cause we did this before, but I want to do it again because I want to know what y'all think. Made her a target way back, exactly. But y'all remember this? Hold up, let me show y'all something. Hold on. Hold on. Let's go to that live. Let's go real quick to that live that she did. There it go.
Very long time. It did. I'll let y'all know. Y'all was saying I was scared of today. She just don't have no respect. All her business. So when you want to, you're easy. Garner out 20K for a day. Actually, can't spend nobody from boxing. All they can do is say, hey, you're suspended from coming to our events until further notice. I'm still going to announce my next fight. I'm signed to Salida Promotions. And just for those who think that it's only a few promotions that exist, I want to give you some names. I want to name off.
Now watch this shit right here. This is gonna blow you.
A few. Jesus. Oh shit, it's more than what I thought. But
she didn't even know about all the people, all the promotions that's out there. She's just now looking it up. She's just now looking it up and saying, Jesus, it's more than what I thought. She didn't really, what's the word, bro? Bro, what's the word? Give me a word, bro, that I'm looking for right now, bro. What's your name? The boss? Boss man, give me a word that I'm looking for right now. What is the word? She did not properly vet the situation when she was trying to broker deals for herself. She did not vet any of this. Nothing. There you go. She didn't realize. Yes, all of that. All of that. Hey, Charlotte. What's up, baby? Yes, she didn't realize. She didn't vet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. None of this stuff, y'all. This is crazy. We gotta really put this into perspective. She literally right before us for the first time looked up how many different promoters are out there. So how the hell are you gonna make me believe that that girl really tried to make a deal with everybody and Salida Promotions came with the most money? How could you ever think I'm gonna believe that, Clarissa? You don't realize what you do in front of people. You literally just stand in front of us as a boxer with all of your accolades, with all the things that you sacrificed, Clarissa, to be in the position that you are in. Girl, everything you did to be where you are, you worked so hard. You worked so hard. And I don't want to see you like Adrian Broner. You know, I don't want to see you like that, but your attitude is gonna bring you down there, and I don't want to. I'm gonna tell you right now, regardless of what Clarissa think we doing these videos for, I'm as a woman, I know what it feels like to work hard and for it to not matter, and I don't wish that on nobody, not even my worst enemy. And Clarissa is not my enemy. She's not somebody that I even got a problem with. I don't like her behavior. I don't like the fact that she's a bully. I don't like the things that she do to other people. I think it's real messed up. But I don't want no bad for her. I don't want to see her go through pain or suffering. I don't want that for nobody. That's hard for me to watch. That's hard for me to watch. I can feel on another level, and I can feel the pain she getting ready to feel before it even happened to her. You understand? This is so sad. And she thinks she respected Remy by coming, her and Remy watching fun circles. Yeah, right. Okay, I got you. I'm with you. And she thinks that she respected Remy by coming here and Remy watching him run circles around her. That's right. And that is why Remy said you would cry if you knew. I know the circles that's being ran around there. And I'm glad you brought Remy up because you guys, I'm wondering, do y'all realize that the story goes, right? Because we're going to go into this too. Just a side note, real quick. We're going to get back on this, but just a side note about Remy now that we're all here, right? The story goes that Remy was missing $3,000 and she got into it with the girl and a blick went off, right? Y'all, why do I feel like Papoose probably was the one who took that money? Why do I feel like Papoose probably was the one who fired that blick that hit her friend? Why do I feel like Papoose got hands in that? He got hands in that situation that Remy sat down and closed her mouth for, and I believe she will never say out loud. But I want to find out because that's so sad. Papoose is not. As a man, you should not be able to sit there and watch a woman that you claim you love go to jail for 6 years behind something that you might have did or you might have had a bigger role in than what is being admitted. I done seen a situation, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Because I just was telling y'all about how, with some dudes that when you have a baby out of and it's with a boyfriend in a relationship not solidified and y'all teenagers, how sometimes the dudes just do dumb stuff or whatever. Okay, after I had my son or whatever, I will never forget. I was actually arguing with my son's dad, and I was on my way to his house, and I was driving my Jeep. I had a black Jeep, and I was on my way to his house because, like I said, it's something about when you have a baby. Some dudes, some dudes, they don't go through this, but when you're young, especially, some dudes they start doing dumb stuff. That's what I'm talking about. And he had made me mad, but he still loved me though. He loved me. He was just acting stupid, right? So I'm on my way down to his house. I'm mad. Got my homegirl in the car, and I'm going through an area where the hospital at. And you got to slow up over there. But I was mad, so I wasn't thinking. So I was driving maybe 45, but it was like a 35. And so I got pulled over and I didn't have no license, so I knew I was going to jail. My baby daddy came and made a scene and was like, take me to jail. He wanted them to take him to jail instead of me. And when they wouldn't do it, he got locked up with me so I wouldn't go to jail by myself. I don't think y'all understand. The police said, calm down or you're going too. And he said, take me, da 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 da. And he did that because he wanted me to know that this is sick, this is stupid, but I'm just telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. My cell was right here. His cell was right there. And he kept on knocking on the window and looking at me. He was like, you good? I was like, yeah. And then when he walked past, he was like, we'll be out in the morning. Like he literally felt bad because I was upset with him and I was on my way to his house and he was being stupid. While we was on the phone, when he found out I got pulled over, he pulled up literally minutes later and he could not watch me go to jail. How can you sit up there and let a woman take the fall? I don't get that. He let her take the fall. I'm gonna tell y'all, we're gonna get to the bottom of this. I want to get to the bottom of it because there's something about it, y'all. Something telling me that she protected Papoose in that too. Just like she protected him with the Brittany Taylor girl. Remy, if she wouldn't have been at home, she could have been subject to going back to jail for something stupid. Luckily, she was home that day. But somebody knocked Brittany Taylor out. Come on, man. You can look at Papoose' daughter and you know she ain't knocking girls out. Man, no. This is sad. This is so sad. Yes, y'all, please support the channel. I'm glad Remy woke up and caught on and what Pappy's doing. Carissa Shields wasn't taught how to think in these situations. That's right. Oh, yes. He wouldn't make it, girl. He wouldn't make it, girl. He'll be in there talking about, he'll be in there like Krishan said, can I talk to somebody? Can I talk to somebody? I remember when Krishan went to jail and she said, can I just talk to somebody? She was ready to run her mouth on whoever she could, child. She was going, I'll get somebody else locked up. I don't want to go in there for 30 days, not let alone 30 minutes. Lord. But okay, back to Clarissa. Back to her. Not even realizing how many different promotions companies is out there. This is sad. It's your first time looking it up and you a boxer. You should have been on this.
Jesus. Oh shit, it's more than what I thought. But I'm just gonna stay on America, I guess. Major global boxing promotions, Top Rank Promotions, Matchroom Boxing Promotions, Golden Boy Promotions, Salida Promotions, Premier Boxing Champions Promotions, Queensberry Promotions, Boxer Promotions, K2 Promotions, Pro Bellum Promotions, Warriors Boxing Promotions, Main Events, DeBella Entertainment, Mayweather Promotions, Star Boxing, Don King Productions. Then they got a whole bunch of other ones. Is MVP even on here? Oh, they ain't put y'all as a major boxing global company. Up on here. But yeah, we're gonna say
you know
MVP.
who else
So
ain't
out of
on
all
there?
them, y'all saying that I'm banned from just
That's
going.
That's what I'm talking about. Why you throwing shade? Y'all heard? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear what she said? Why she throwing shade? Nigga, you didn't say win records. You didn't say win records. What are you talking about? You didn't even say the place that you're signed to. Why you throwing shade? Why you throwing shade, baby? You don't realize you're getting yourself dirty. You kicking up dirt and you getting yourself dirty. When Records is not on there either, you didn't say that name. And I know you would have said it if you saw it. But your mind is so focused on wanting to prove that you're not banned from boxing that you don't realize where you're slipping up at. You don't realize where you're slipping up at because, see, the thing is, Clarissa tries to lie, but she don't know how to lie. She don't know how to remember a lie, how to hold on to a lie. She don't know how to do none of that. She's not computing that fast. She's not realizing that, well, I better not say this because they already know about this. That's not how she moves. So while she kicking up dirt on them, they didn't even say win records, girl. Your promotions is not known as a global promotion. I don't want to hear nothing about Salida because you would have been with Salida by themselves. You were gonna leave Salida, and you let this man talk you into going backwards. Oh, not only am I gonna go back and be with Salida, even though I wasn't satisfied with them, I'm gonna put a whole nother entity hands in my pocket. And I'm gonna put my boyfriend hands in my pocket. Even though he got tattoos of his wife, he won't delete her pictures. He won't get the tattoos covered up or removed. He made me sign an NDA for the girl. Man, somebody tap on the shoulder. Please. Only a female would leave you hanging like that. Pap is a girl, in my opinion. I like you. I like you a lot. Fly girly speaks. I like you a lot. Fly girl, wait, I want to say your name right. Fly girl Reed speaks or fly girl speaks. I don't know. I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna get it right, but we gotta do a couple other things real quick. Hold up. Now come back here. Now remember this.
Honored by Ebony 100 for sports leader. For leader in sports. I got the big deal here. I was just on with Gail King, and she said she's gonna call Oprah from me. It's crazy. It's crazy right now.
You sitting down with Oprah?
No, I might be because
Girl.
I'm talking with Gail King, and Gail was like, I'm gonna call Oprah. And I'm like, you gonna call Oprah for me? Well, y'all need to come to a fight too, but it's just like to even have my name in the same sentences, there's like a really big deal to me. And even when I was at the Ebony Awards, I'm walking up to everybody because I'm not scared to tell somebody that I love them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm walking up to people. I walk up to Jonathan Majors and Megan Good. They're like, "Hey, girl, we love you." I was like, "What?"
It's the celebrity growing, and that's it. You're realizing that now. How does it feel?
It's weird.
Thank for me, mama.
I think I need to treat myself like a celebrity.
All of her
I
perks.
kind of feel like I walk around kind of normal. And
I think you're doing a great job.
Normal.
Yeah, but you're doing it. You're personable. Like I love that you're just enjoying this, and don't think too much about it because you're doing a great job.
No, I'm not, because nobody's really bigger than anybody. God put us all here. You know what I'm saying? I think that everybody deserves respect and love. You know what I'm saying? So I always want to do that, and I don't want to make nobody feel bad. So that I try not to. But if you come for me.
Well, we gotta wrap up, okay? They because we could talk all day. We are big fans of you. Congratulations on everything, and y'all gotta come to the Breakfast Club. We need y'all together.
Now back.
We'll talk about it later, okay?
That's coming in. Y'all gotta hear this. Y'all gotta hear this. Y'all gotta hear what Nyla said. Where Nyla at? Hold on, no. Come back over here real quick. Y'all gotta catch this too. Now remember, I just showed y'all what she said about about. Oh my God, there's more people on there than I thought. She didn't even know who promoters were. Now y'all listen to what she said.
What they've done with Amanda, done with Katie, done with Alicia. Like I love that. It just wasn't all the way right for me. But it was so difficult. Listen, I have 4 different contracts. I really had no idea. I was just open and talking to everybody. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. And I really wanted to get the best deal because I know that I'm at a different stage in my career. And I just was like, I want to go high as I can go. I want to make the most money. And I really just was like, I got to put friendships to the side. And I want to, get the real money because I know that I want to keep fighting on big platforms.
And so how difficult was this process? Talking to everyone, being a free agent?
Oh my gosh, listen, it was worth it, but it was so difficult. Listen, I have 4 different contracts. Looking at everybody's contracts, weighing the pros and cons. And listen,
promotions. Premier, and just for those who think that it's only a few promotions that exist, I want to give you some names. I want to name off a few. Jesus. Oh shit, it's more than what I thought. But I'm I just like,
You were talking about being a free agent. How did you think at that time, how did you think the story would play out?
I really had no idea. I was just open and talking to everybody. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. And I really wanted to get the best deal because I know that I'm at a different stage in my career. And I just was like, I want to go high as I can go. I want to make the most money. And I really just was like, I got to put friendships to the side and I want to, you know, get the real money because I know that I want to keep fighting on big platforms.
And so how difficult was this process? Talking to everyone, being a free agent?
Oh my gosh, listen, it was worth it, but it was so difficult. I mean, listen, I have 4 different contracts, you know, looking at everybody's contracts, weighing the pros and cons. And listen, I just was like, it was very stressful. It was not easy at all. But I almost signed with MVP. Close.
How close? How close?
Like super close.
Okay. So what happened?
Honestly, I like everything that they stand for. Me and Nikisa were able to talk a lot, and he was, you know, understanding my vision. I think that some of our stuff aligned, but it just wasn't. I mean, it wasn't enough money. You know what I'm saying? And but I love what they got going on over there. I love how they promote fights. You know, what they've done with Amanda, done with Katie, done with Alicia. Like, I love that. It just wasn't all the way right for me. You know, like I have creative control now with my deal with Salida and Win Records. And, you know, with that, it's just a boxing business, but they definitely came with the most money. And I didn't have to explain my vision because I've been working with Salida for 9 years now. Mm-hmm. And it just was like, listen, I want to be like really, really big. I want to make these events be really, really big because I'm gonna go out there and just overperform, you know. So I landed right back at home with Salida. But it was great talking with MVP and Eddie Hearn.
Oh, you spoke to Eddie as well?
Yeah, when I say I talked to everybody, the only person who I wasn't able to talk to was Turkey Al-Sheikh. But I think that's because he's like not really big on women yet. But he always says to everybody who asks him if he was to do a women's fight, he would do one with me. But maybe he was busy around the time. But I just had to work with those 3 or 4 contracts that I had and make the best option.
Did you try to talk to Turkey?
Yeah, but he's very hard to contact, man. Yeah. He's very hard to contact.
Did you try or did Pep say he tried? You don't realize what's going on, Clarissa?
Fair enough. Fair enough. I can understand that. I think it's interesting that you mentioned the MVP thing because I'll be honest, I thought you were going to go in that direction, if only because of all the names that they've signed in women's boxing. They've really invested deeply into it. But I thought, you know, we talked about it when you were on my show in studio, like it seemed like there was a little bit of friction between you guys. And so I was wondering how you'd get over that. It sounds to me like even though you haven't signed with them ultimately, is it fair to say the friction is gone, that you guys are on the same page at least, and there's no more, for lack of a better word, animosity there?
For now, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. You know, right. who will say or who will do what. But up on my end, I'm very happy with my decision, and I'm happy to be able to talk with Nikisa, you know, and to have conversations and just to see where our falling out even started at. And I feel like we mended it, you know, but you never know. Somebody may come out tomorrow and say something I don't like, and then I'll say something that they don't like, and then we're back beefing again. But MVP had a lot of girls who I do want to fight. You know, they recently just signed Miller. They have Shadesha Green. They have Savannah Marshall. Those are girls who I would love to still get in the ring with. I've already made offers to Raquel Miller plenty of times, but she said no in the past. So maybe now that she's with MVP, she'll say yes. Same thing with Shadesha. And we already know I beat Savannah. So, but I mean, a rematch wouldn't really be too bad. So, I mean, they got a good stable, and people who are, just because we're on different sides of the street, don't mean that we can't fight. We can still make those fights happen.
Okay, I'm happy you say that, because this is an MMA where if you sign with one promotion, you can't fight someone under another umbrella. This is boxing, right? And look, MVP did Taylor Serrano twice, and Taylor's a matchroom fighter. And so I was going to ask you, well, the first time they were actually, I guess the first time they were a part of it. Yes, you're right. So 3 times. I forgot that was a matchroom card. These other 2 times were an MVP card, but fair enough.
Okay.
The point being, to me, I thought the most interesting fight for you right now is you versus Shadeja because of the history there and the backstory and whatnot. And so I'm wondering if you get the impression that they will still be open to co-promoting with you and Selena, despite the fact that you didn't sign with them. What is your impression?
I think that MVP thinks that Shadeja can beat me, which they have all the right to think that. But it's not going to be a hard fight to make, if I'm being honest, to make with any of the girls. I don't think that me signing with Selena will do anything to mess that up. And then, I mean, I don't know what's wrong with the boxing world, and I mean this in the most sincere way. Even though Fran John has kind of switched up and she acting how she acting, but Fran John beat Shadeja. So I don't know why people want to overlook that and say styles make fights, and why won't you fight Shadeja first? It's like some folks just forget about Fran John, like she didn't beat her up. It's like she deserves an opportunity too. I mean, anybody that want to get beat by the GOAT can fight the GOAT, right? But it's like we cannot ignore that Fran John is better than Shadeja Green. No matter who she signed with, Fran John is the better fighter. Those girls fought. Fran John won. So when it comes to me, it's like I'm going to pick, who I want to fight for one at the time. But it's like, what makes y'all think that she's so much better than Fran John and Fran John beat her? Like, that's disrespectful to me.
I think there's a couple of things at play here, and maybe I'm wrong. I think, number one, you fought Fran John in your debut and beat her. So at least this is like a fresh matchup. And I think that Shadeja's win over Savannah kind of propelled her to a point where that was the highest profile win of her career and the best opponent that she's ever faced. And I don't know if Fran John has a win over a fighter that's of that caliber. And so I feel like it's not clean, but I think those things are at play here.
We're not going to act like Savannah just washed Fran John. That fight was close.
Wait a minute. We're going to play all of this, but I just want y'all to hear one more thing real quick.
And whatnot. And so I'm wondering if you get the impression that they will still be open to co-promoting with you and Selena, despite the fact that you didn't sign with them.
Wouldn't really be too bad. So, I mean, they got a good stable, and people who are, just because we're on different sides of the street on a fight, they recently just signed on a fight, they say something I don't like, and then I'll say something that they don't like, and then we're back beefing again. But MVP had a lot of girls who I do want to fight. They don't like it. They were back beefing again. But MVP had a lot of girls who I do want to fight. They recently don't like it. They were back beefing again. But MVP had a lot of girls who I do want to fight. They don't like it. They were back beefing again. But MVP had a lot of girls who I do want to fight. They don't like it. They were back beefing again. But MVP had a lot of girls who I do want to fight.
We know. And see, this is the thing, Clarissa. You got to understand this. You got to understand that things are recorded. Everything is recorded. MVP got a lot of girls who you do want to fight, but yet, baby girl, you going to the Staples Arena with Tasiki and Ray J, girl. What do you mean? Why are you not fighting anybody from MVP? Come on, tell us. Come on, tell us, girl. Guess who got the real problem? Why do I feel like Papoose don't want Clarissa talking to Jake Paul? Why do I feel like Papoose was heavy on the influence of her not signing with MVP because he wanted her to sign to lead him? Why do I feel like that, y'all? Fly Girl speaks. She's so focused on being so big and so bigger and better than everyone else, she doesn't realize how stupid she is. It's so sad. It is. You going off. Let's go. The look on Clarissa Shields' face is she just realized when records wasn't on the list. She said, OMG, you going off. Pap told her it's hard to contact them. There you go. There you go. There you go. I knew somebody in here was going to get the clocking with me and Recessionista and Fly Girl Speaks. I knew somebody was going to get up in here, Tara. I knew they was going to get up in here clocking. I knew it. I knew it, girl. I knew it. Exactly. You are on point. You are on point. He told her it's hard to contact him. He's handling all the paperwork. He made that statement later, read the fine print. Thank you. You are on motherfucking point, bro. Pat wanted Clarissa Shields to act the fool and to mess things up so he can't control everything. Clarissa Shields can't have dealings with MVP. That was the chess move. Take her to that event and let her, oh yeah, you should slap her. Oh yeah, you can do this, do that. Go ahead and ruin your relationship with them because I'm nervous you've been talking to them behind my back anyway. See, I pay attention to stuff. And when Clarissa had this interview over here with Lauren LaRosa, it seemed like she couldn't tell Lauren that she spoke to Pap. I mean, that she spoke to MVP. Here it go over here.
In records. And so Pap was having that conversation with him, and he just after that, when it came to the negotiations and everybody contracts and stuff, you know, Pap was at most of the meetings with me, and every time we left, I look at him and be like, "Wasn't enough money."
Oh my God. Oh my God. Baby girl, where is Revelation Stone when you need him? Oh, I can't wait till they find out about this, because I know they're gonna drop some gems. They're gonna drop some gems. Clarissa, girl. That's what Auntie say over there on Revelation Stone. They be like, Clarissa, girl, come on, get it together. Everybody's still rooting for you, Clarissa. But you make it hard. You make it hard to get behind you. Look at what you're doing. Come on, man. You got girls, young girls. It's people telling their kids, look at Clarissa Shields. Look at what she did. Trying to teach their kids you don't have to be this way, or you don't have to use your body to get what you want. You can make your body strong and build yourself up and become talented and use your body to do sports or to do what, use your brain, use your whatever, anything but sexualizing yourself. And what are you doing though, Clarissa? You're doing the opposite. You're making people's moms look like liars. You're making people's mothers who try to get their kids to look up to you because you're a pro boxer. You make their mothers look like liars because you come out here trying to do a drop dance, trying to twerk, trying to just do what everybody else is doing. Focus on you. And I'm worried that it's too late. I'm very worried that it's too late because of all the grimy stuff you done did. But y'all listen to this real quick though.
Like it's better than his stuff, but it wasn't enough money. And so it's like I knew my worth already too. And then Ruben Branson wanted to get into boxing with Win Records. And so Pap was having that conversation with him. He just was like, so how would you feel about Salida and Win teaming together to bring your offer? Because I told Pap,
Thank you so much.
Salida ain't coming with it. Like he about to get left.
Thank
I
you
love
so
him,
much.
but I'm about to leave him. And
subscribe and hit the bell.
like,
I'm gonna keep them coming.
He started talking.
I'm gonna keep them coming, babe. I promise you, I'm gonna keep them coming. I'm not gonna stop.
Talking with both of them, then they teamed up, and then he just hit me with a number, and honestly, anybody that knows me, I don't like
a number.
relationship and business.
Huh?
I don't like that because it's just like sometimes you
Whoa. Listen to what her conscience say, y'all. Listen to what her conscience is about to say that she's gonna totally ignore. She gonna totally ignore. She gonna totally ignore it now. But I want you to listen because God always talking to us. God is always talking to us, y'all. But we gotta make sure that we making the voice of God bigger than the voice of the enemy. We gotta make sure we doing that. That go for me too, y'all. That it ain't just it's me too. I gotta make sure. Greater is he that is within me than he that is within the world. Now y'all listen. Watch her ignore God's voice. Watch.
it gets messy and it get up, and then he just hit me with a number, and honestly, anybody that knows me know I don't like relationship and business.
Huh?
I don't like that because
Okay.
it's just like sometimes it gets messy and it get icky, and I'm like,
Another thought too. I think when your fans see it, it's like, well, it can get a little messy when it comes to love and business, but it seems like it's working well for y'all.
well, it works well because my money is my money, his money is his money. I don't know who started this rumor that he's broke, but I won't be with no broke man because I don't have to.
That's
I already got my
Remy
own money. I got
Marjorie.
90K on my wrist. Why would I be with a man who don't have no money? Like that don't make no sense.
No. Now, I got to come on camera for this because I want to point out something. Did y'all see the way she just touched her wrist? When she said, I wouldn't be with no broke man, and she touched her wrist? She touched them Van Cleefs. Clarissa, do you realize that that's probably Remy Ma's jewelry on your wrist, baby? Do you realize that this nigga probably went in his wife's closet and brought you some stuff to make you think that he bought you something expensive? I guarantee you this, Clarissa. Go with Pap to the store to buy you something. When he come and bring you things, why do he bring it to you when you weren't nowhere around when he bought it? Have you ever seen Papoose buy something for you in front of you and hand it straight to you and it didn't get lost or stolen right after? Have that ever happened? Because my question now is, how long have he had this gambling problem? Was he gambling while she was in prison? Because we know one thing, he thought he was the first dude on the block while she was in prison. You don't believe me, do you? You don't believe me. I know you don't. That's okay though. That's okay. Y'all come on over here. We can't be on here too long though, because I do got a lot of business to handle in the morning. Don't let me forget that. Watch this though.
And we always hook him up, and he's buying either a mink or so this time he's here with a diamond cut mink.
Yes, man.
Where are you going on New Year's Eve, man? What's going on?
Hey, look, man. I'm out there celebrating and happy to be here and enjoying a whole new year. But I do want to salute you and congratulate you, man, on that excellent business and consistency of being the best in the city.
You know, he's with me for a long time, and
oh, that one that I see that be dragging on the floor, all the colors. That's a.
Do y'all realize that was Remy and Papoose together on this day? Because look what Daniel got on. Look what Daniel wearing. Were they together? Why was they both at Daniel's leather at the same time? And Clarissa was at home buying voyage bags for Papoose to come and give to her for Christmas. I can't take this no more. I can't take it. I can't take it. But that ain't even the only thing. That ain't even the only thing. I want y'all to hear. Oh, look at what we have here. Let's go. Look at what we got here. Let's rock. Hit the like button. Hit that like button right now. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it.
Papoose and Clarissa
I love
Shields
y'all.
attend the 2026 BET Awards.
Let's get into it. I haven't seen her what she wore or nothing. Let's go. Okay, I see the makeup on the wig. I see it. I see what y'all was talking
Be
about.
sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Hit that like button. Stop playing. Only one you love you.
Ooh, cute.
Right, you want a tooth coming out.
Transformer Troy Isley. A T.
Now,
Okay.
wait a minute.
Y'all, we here at the BET Awards. Oh, then we got super publicists in the front, Crystal.
You know what I'm saying?
She like, I don't want to.
No, you don't. You know why? Because she a part of the con too. Yes, she don't want. You paying for all of that, Clarissa. You paying for that truck that everybody in. Clarissa, ask yourself this. Why are them niggas in the car with you? Why are they in the car with you, girl? That's you paying for it. You're paying for it. You're paying for it. You're paying for it all. You paying for the nurse and his friends. You're paying for it. That's why they all in your car. Because they can't get. Good God. I can't take it. Please wake up, Clarissa. Please catch yourself. Please, I can't stand and look at this no more. Oh, God. Look at how they all act.
Y'all gonna be a good time.
Y'all, first of all, her makeup look good. Okay, her makeup look good. Co-parenting, he purposely shows up where he knows Remy will be. Ooh! He purposely shows up where he knows Remy will be so people can keep grouping them together. It was a meeting ground for him to pick up the golden child. Thank you so much, Eclipse. Thank you, Eclipse. Thank you so fucking much. Eclipse, I need you because I want to get to the bottom of what really happened, Eclipse. I feel like some in me feel like Remy sat down for Papoose for 6 years in prison. Something makes me feel like that. I feel like he had a hand in it some type of way. Either he was the one who took the 3 grand and let her friend go out for it, or I don't know. But we gonna get to the bottom of it. We gonna get to the bottom of it over here. Now check this out. Check this out. Give me some. Thank you, Eclipse. Thank you, Eclipse. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Now I will say this, okay, Clarissa? I'm gonna give you a compliment real quick. Your makeup looks good. Don't ever do it yourself. Let other people do it. Whoever did your makeup, they got you looking nice today. I really like your makeup today. Please don't have no boogers in your nose because we don't like that. Don't be doing all that sniffling and stuff on that red carpet. You better not embarrass us out here. All right? Don't do it. But I also want you to know that this is called the great big distraction. This is the great big distraction because the truth about what's really going on came out last night at around, I don't know, 7, 8 o'clock, between 7 and 10 p.m. Nyla Sayers dropped a video that exposed Ruben Branson and everybody at Win Records. Now, I think everybody's seen the video but you. At least that's the way you acting. Did you see the video, Clarissa? Because I wouldn't want none of them niggas around me on my way to the BET Awards. I say, all of y'all get out, go get your own cars. Y'all rich, right? Right? Y'all rich, ain't you? Y'all rich, right? Y'all had 15 million for Layla. This is why Layla Ali said that the money ain't there unless it's in escrow. She was trying to give you one last gem. She was trying to give you one last gem. She was trying to tell you that it don't mean nothing if that money ain't in the escrow account. If the money is in escrow, that means it's there, it's solidified. Anybody can throw up a number and say a check is gonna be this, that, or the third. But if the money not in an escrow account, meaning it's there, it's accounted for, and it is waiting on you to finish your part of the deal, that's when the money is in escrow. When people get their payroll, when they do their hours, the money goes into escrow so that they can pay us out. I need you to understand what escrow is, please, because I know you didn't know when Layla tried to tell you about it. But I learned about that when I was like, I don't know, 18, 19, 20 at the latest. Not 31. Not 31, baby. Not 31. Not 31, y'all. Lord. All right, let's keep on watching.
What is this, year 2 or 3? BET Award.
2, the second one.
2.
Last year.
Yeah, come different every
3,
year.
whoa! Hold up! Hold up! I'm so sick of you, Clarissa, with these little hints you be dropping. Girl, what you mean is this year 2 or 3? Nigga, you know it ain't that many. Why would it be 3, Clarissa? You know what, Clarissa? I caught that. What is this, year 2 or 3 for us? Ooh! Why you keep on threatening this nigga that you gonna tell the truth to make him act the way you want him to act? Both of y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop y'all bullshit, both of y'all. I'm sick of both of y'all right now. I'm sick of you and him. Y'all be blackmailing each other and everything. I'm sick of both of y'all. That's right. That's right. Give me some. That's right, baby. High five, baby. You're clocking. You're clocking. That's right. That's right. He wouldn't even be there if it wasn't for Shawty. Look, the Georgia coming out of me. Let me.
Oh, you on that side. Yeah, everybody going on. They just popped that. We in here.
Give me shit that's going on. I'm up for me and bro, cause don't get along.
Wow. Oh, white party friend. Got more on this tomorrow. Got more on this tomorrow. I'm gonna do some more digging. All right. Y'all pray for me. Please call me, DM me, y'all, so that we can figure this out. Please, I need y'all more than anything. If you can, like, comment, share, subscribe, donate. Okay? The Cash App is right. The Cash App is right here. It's $QINGLEXUS. If you like the video, if you like all of my videos, please support the channel. If you want to support me, support what I'm doing with this YouTube in life period, you can donate right now to my Cash App. That is what I prefer because it goes directly to me. I don't have to split it with YouTube or nothing like that. You know what I mean? So if you can, please donate to the Cash App. It's $QINGLEXUS. If you got if you know anything about any resources, anything that can help me to keep this inch together while I get on another journey and go find another, you know what I'm saying? Go find another job. If you can help me with that, please call me, okay? Because I am open to it. I am open to it. I must do this differently so that I can pass this test. I must do something different so that I don't get the same result that I did last time and have to start all over again. I don't want to do that. I don't enjoy loops. So I got to do something different this time. And this time, I am dropping my ego and I am asking for help because I feel weak right now. I do. I feel weak right now, and I need a sister to help me, to push me, to keep it going and not give up, and not let up, and not lose. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try to get some rest because I got a lot I need to get on in the morning. So I love y'all so much, man. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. I feel like this was a great show. Hopefully Clarissa listens, but unfortunately I'm sure she's not going to. We're gonna talk more about the BET Awards tomorrow, more about Nyla video. Ruben Branson is the LPN. He is a nurse. They started this company with a PPP loan. Clarissa was worth more than him when they met. Everything that's going on right now is on Clarissa's dime. And I'm going to tell y'all how I know for sure that's what it is. I'm going to tell y'all my story about when I did sales, because that's a male-dominated industry. But I was a female doing it on a high level. And the people around me didn't sell as many accounts as I did. So who you think footed the bill? Who you think they came to for money? Who you think they was stealing from? So I know this, but see, I learned this lesson when I was in my early 20s. Clarissa is 31 years old, sleeping with a married man, letting people use you, not knowing what's going on with your business, not knowing to listen to your mama or your grandma when she tell you, don't tell that man all your business. He ain't telling you his. Don't tell that man all your business. They ain't saying that to you because they hating on you. They trying to tell you something. Always listen to your elders. They was here longer than you. They might know something that you don't know. I'm always open to listen to mine. I love having big sisters. Love y'all. I love having twin sisters too. Little sisters too. Aunties too. Grandmas too. Uncles, brothers. Okay? I love having all of y'all. I love you becoming family. For real. I mean that. Don't forget that. Come back tomorrow. Peace.